For the next 100 days, I'll be surviving on this island, starting with nothing and turning it into my perfect Minecraft base. My goal is to transform this lake into a beautiful, fully functional home with farms, barns, and everything I'll need to survive. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey as I spend 100 days on this Minecraft island. All right, we're going to be spending the next 100 days building up my ultimate base on this Minecraft lake. So as you can see here, we're just going to go into free cam. We got this awesome Minecraft lake surrounded by a bunch of different biomes like the jungle, the acacia, and the plains biome over there. My goal, like I said, I want to spend 100 days building this up into the ultimate island base. We got this awesome lake here. We got the island in the center. I think it's going to be absolutely perfect. I also did come into this video with a little bit of a plan. So I have a plan for what we're going to be building. Sorry, I'm already stuttering, but yeah, we got jungle here, we got acacia and some oak up there. Over there we got some mangrove. The only problem is I've got about a 2,000 block walk to the nearest spruce forest. So early on in this video, my goal is to get to the spruce forest, but first I think I gotta find a way to get down from the tree without dying, and then hopefully we can actually manage to get set up. So we do have the coordinates to the island saved because we're obviously going to be leaving, heading out to the spruce forest early on. But yeah, I don't know, I'm super excited. I am super excited to be filming. I think the island's gonna be awesome. You know what, maybe I think what we should do, we should start out by getting some food, and we got the perfect candidates for food right there. So let's go ahead and let's grab myself a couple pieces of wood over here. And there we go. That already gives me a start. We can throw that up on the crafting table, get myself some planks. Then we're going to take 4 oak planks, get myself that crafting table, 1 and 2 more oak planks to get myself the sticks. Throw those down. Let's just craft up a wooden pickaxe to start. Now, unfortunately for me, I was messing around early on, doing some stuff before starting recording, meaning it's already becoming nighttime. So we do got to be quick here. Actually, let's go ahead and let's just craft up a wooden sword to protect myself from any monsters or anything like that. And we can go ahead and grab my crafting table. I think we're going to go straight over to the village because over there will be some beds to skip night number 1. Only thing is, it's a little bit of a walk. I can see it. It's like a jungle village, which is very unique. Part of my vanilla perfected mod pack 1.21.11. If you want, I'll try to leave that in the description. That is the mod pack I use for every one of my videos. But yeah, it adds in cool custom stuff. Like we got custom biome villages. So there's like a jungle village. There's like, I think a mangrove village as well. It's just super cool. Adds a bunch of cool custom features like that. I just absolutely love this mod pack. I just think while I'm walking, I also maybe should work on collecting some seeds because we are going to need seeds in order to be able to get a farm started early on. But as you can see, right up there's the village. Let's get up there before any monsters spawn so that way we can sleep the night away and not have to worry about anything. Like, look at these custom generation. This is one of the buildings. There's a little parrot there. That's awesome. And do you guys have, okay, there is some loot. I will take that. I will take the stone cutter as well. That is absolute value because then I don't need to smelt stone, but I do need to find myself a little bit of a bed. So hopefully this one, do you guys have a bed? Okay, awesome. There is a nice bed for me. I can just sleep night number 1 away. That was very first start to day number 1 in this video. And we just need to go ahead and grab the brown bed and we can loot up the rest of the village. We got some bread. That's going to be our first food source there, and some jungle logs. You know what? I think we should take the chest right away as well, just because it's going to be free wood. You know what? Let's also take the torch. I can put that in my offhand. It'll be very, very nice. Okay, now I almost feel like I should get like, okay, let me go grab some stone actually, and we can focus on looting the village a little bit afterwards. So let's see. I just need 3 pieces of cobblestone. So 1, 2, and 3 right there. There we go. And we can craft up some more sticks, and let's craft up a cobblestone pickaxe. We can then throw away that old one. Why is the ground burning right underneath me? That's crazy. And with this will be a little bit quicker. We can grab another 3 cobblestone. I'm not going to go too crazy this early on. I feel like I'm lagging a little bit though, which is not very fortunate. And we can just go ahead and craft up a stone axe right away as well. There we go. Now we can go ahead and finish looting up the rest of the village. Obviously we got pumpkins. We can bring these, though we can grow these out on the island once we get a little bit better set up, I suppose. Let's go ahead and grab all these. Then there's that cow there who's going to be victim number 1. He's going to be like my first like little bit of food that I'm going to be getting in this world. So if you would come here, I will be slaughtering you, Mr. Cow. I'm sorry. And this, dude, this is awesome. We got a little blacksmith furnace area, which, okay, I don't know if you guys see this, but that means we get a nice little chain chest plate. Actually, can I just grab it off you? Like if I go boom, yeah, look at that. First piece of armor is a chainmail chest plate. Cannot complain about that at all. And then for loot, we've got 3 iron ingots, 3 bread, some oak saplings, which is great, iron boots, a saddle, and a spear. Spear's not very good. I don't like the spear. I'm just gonna going to leave the spear right there, but I will take this blast furnace. And then we can just go ahead and also grab the actual blast furnace. There we go. We got 2 furnaces already. We got potatoes, oak. Oh my gosh, you gave me a heart attack, villager. What was that about, bro? That was so uncalled for. Anyways, we can continue. Look at that. Carrots is absolutely awesome. We have all 3 farming resources already. We got our wheat seeds, our carrots, and our potatoes this early into the video. That is awesome. We can just go ahead, keep collecting the rest of the resources here. We got some wood, cocoa beans, which we'll also be able to grow out on the island. Just an absolutely beautiful start to these 100 days. Also, little oak tree there. I do have oak saplings, which is going to be very nice, but I like that. Oh my gosh, we just got melon seeds now too. Literally the only thing I'm missing to grow, I think, is beetroot, and beetroot is like absolutely useless. So I'm actually not even like offended about that at all. Also, compared to the last video, we did install auto treat shop, so I'm very happy about that. I can now chop cheese really quickly, which I love. Anyways, is that the entirety of the village done? Let's see. Okay, there is more stuff down here. We should go check that out before we take off. And then I think as soon as we have this whole thing looted, oh, look at that, dude. It's a little baby villager with the new custom animations with the vanilla perfected mod pack. That's awesome. Hello, Mr. Iron Golem. I know you don't mean to cause any harm, but sir, I kind of am in desperate need of some iron. Can I go? I need to go up one more. Yep, up one more. Oh, that was close. That was really close. We are just going to slaughter this iron golem for a little bit of iron early on here in this video. I'll take any iron I can get, dude. The wood sword breaks so quickly. I shouldn't have even crafted a wood one, but it was dark out. I was like, yeah, I'd rather just have it than die, you know? Let's go check out the rest of the village. And once we get the rest of the village looted up, oh, that's a bell right there. Once we get the rest of the village looted up, maybe we're going to head out and look for the spruce wood. What do you guys have down here for me to steal? Okay, we do have a bed in here. We got more potatoes, cocoa beans, and melons. I will be taking all that. Also torches. Why not, dude? I could take the torches as well. And you know what? A bell? I'm going to go ahead and grab this just because it's decoration for the island, right? Might as well take it. We can make like a little bell tower or something like that. And some more wheat seeds. I'm like weirdly stunned. Why is this corner fully grown and the rest of it's not? It's a little bit of an odd choice, but I'll take all these seeds. Anything I can get my hands on that'll help me in the early game will absolutely be taken. We got these little bamboo things. Okay, what do we got in this house right here? We got some more wood, some emeralds, which are actually really nice, and some saplings. Sure, I'll take all of that. And you know what? We'll take the chest right away as well. And we just got like 1 or 2 more buildings right over here. And then we got everything looted. Oh, you're just replanting stuff. Thanks, bro. That's actually really nice of you. We got some wheat there, and then I'll take this. I mean, I don't know that I'm going to use it, but I'll take it. We already have a crafting table. I'll grab this one right away as well. I believe I already looted that building. So final building. Oh, look at that. We got beetroots as well. That's every farming resource in the game. Only thing, my inventory's full. Oh, I forgot to put on the boots. We can do that. And we can put some of this extra stuff just into the bundle here. I don't know what's going to be best to put in there, but give me these beetroots. I can literally grow everything on the island already. Literally like what, day 2? I got all the resources for all the farming I'll ever need. Hopefully there's another chest hiding up here. No, we just got the beds up there. That's okay. I would say it's a pretty successful village run if I do say so myself. So current plan of action, I think we head out to the island. We get some chests down, store all my stuff so I have open inventory space. Then we can head out and look for that spruce biome to get some spruce saplings. I think we could also set up some little tree farms out there on the island right away as well. But, oh wait, I actually have a good idea. Let's go ahead and let's put a crafting table down. And with 5 pieces of wood, we can craft myself my first boat because I'm going to be using a boat a lot to get to and from the island. I think just getting that early on, definitely going to be a good idea there. So like I said, let's go ahead, head out to the island, and we can get some chests down to get kind of an area started for where we're going to be building up our base that we're going to use for the next 100 days. This is even better news. We've got sheep and chickens out here, enough to get farms started. So you know what I'll do? We actually got a lot of wheat seeds here. So if these chickens, Mr. Chicken, you take one and you take one, you guys can give me a nice, beautiful baby chicken. Also, we got an egg. We can throw that. No baby chicken there, unfortunately. This is so good though. We got more chickens. The more the merrier. I'm going to just keep expanding these, get my island absolutely popping with wildlife activity, and then we can, you know, get ready and move out, like head out of this area. This island is a little tall for what I was hoping for, but I think it'll end up working. I think it'll be okay. If we come down here, I think we're going to do like a house like up here in the middle. So like I want to put the chest down where it's not going to be in the way. So I think what we'll do, oh my God, there are so many animals up here. I'm not complaining, but I was not expecting this many. It's going to be awesome because I'll be able to make them a nice barn later on. They can all just chill out in the area. So I think what we'll do, we'll come over here, come sort of to the side of the island. We can throw the chest down there. We're going to do 1 crafting table. We can do a furnace along with the blast furnace and the smoker. Stone cutter that can be used for like basic stone cutting things. saplings. And then you know what? I think right away, let's just throw the raw beef in and get that cooking up, right? I don't see why we wouldn't. And then everything else, any farming resources, actually these oak saplings, I will go ahead and plant those here. I think the plan, we can do a nice easy oak farm. So if we just run these saplings all against each other in a line, they'll grow very, very nicely. You know what? We can use the bell for decoration as well. That can go right there. And yeah, we're just going to finish emptying out my inventory, I guess. So we can go out and look for some of the spruce wood that I want to get my hands on. I think I'll bring the jungle logs with me. Maybe the iron I could bring with me. Dye I don't really need. The bed I do want. Crafting table I want. Bed I want. Saddle? I don't think I need the saddle. I think I'll leave the saddle here for now. Here we go. I am now ready. I think we could head out and go look for that spruce forest. Get myself some spruce saplings. That is going to be the most important thing to begin with. All we got to do at this point is head out for the spruce forest. It's about an 1800 block run this direction and hope we don't die on the way. It is becoming nighttime again, it looks like, but we do have the bed with me, luckily. And hopefully, oh, wait, look at that. That is a jungle temple. I don't know if this thing is trapped. I want to say it probably is, though. So maybe we just do this carefully. Grab my torches in my offhand. And do I just go for it? I feel like I don't want to die, right? So, like, let's be slow. Let's be smart. What is all inside of this thing? Okay, let's go down. Watch for traps. That's the big thing. I know these things can most certainly have traps. Okay, wait. I think we just break back here and then boom. Okay, if we disable all that, can I open this? Yeah, look at that. We got iron and bamboo. That's good. What else is in this thing? Okay, so wait. Yeah, this redstone is now disabled. We're good there. I'm assuming there's definitely going to be a trap somewhere. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was that thing. I break that. I saw that. I saw that, dude. You're not hiding it from me. What do we got in here? Let's get rid of all this redstone. Dispenser. You know what? I'll take the arrows out of the dispenser. We might as well. And then what do we got? Okay, that is also a trap chest. Let's take those arrows, break that. And then we got some bones, some gold, and some bamboo in that chest right there. Absolutely awesome. Let's head back upstairs. I think, oh yeah, it is getting dark out already. Luckily for me, we did bring my brown bed with. Now, if we get out of here, what's going to be the best way to do so? I don't really know. And then I don't know which way I came from. We're going to have to actually pull out the cords and figure it out. Got to be heading this direction. Unfortunately, running in the jungle is kind of a pain, but yeah, I'm just going to start going for the spruce forest. There's also the mangroves up here, but I don't think I'm really going to stop for anything unless it's like cows like this. Like these guys cannot be living around these parts. I do need any leather I can get my hands on, so I am going to slaughter these guys and we'll just keep on moving until we get to the place we need. And you know what? While we're here, I think we might as well grab just a couple of these mangrove propagals, if that's how they're pronounced. That way I can grow these back at the base. So we're just going to grab a couple of these. Hopefully we have enough inventory space for absolutely everything we want. So let's grab that one. Let's grab that one. That is 4 mangrove propagals already. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm definitely butchering that, so bear with me. And we can just keep heading, keep looking for the spruce wood, or the spruce forest. I guess we're going for a spruce forest right now. You know what? I'm also predicting that we are going to be running out of food, so we might as well grab these melons we're over here, because it's just an easy food source I can use. Like, it's obviously not good. If I could get like bread or some like animals or stuff, that's obviously better, but just something easy I can collect on the way that I'm not going to have to worry about food going forward is definitely going to be something I want to pick up. We're about like, I don't know, 400 blocks. We got about 1600 more blocks to go, and any cows I see, dude, they've all gonna die, because 48 for an enchanting setup. So I'm obviously gonna be taking out any cows I see on the way here. And oh, look at that, there's a little thing here. I mean, yeah, that guy died of fall damage. I'm sorry, bro. Wait, look at that. We got a stone axe, a shovel, some coal, some wheat. I'll take all that. What's in all of these pots? I'm not gonna go loot this thing right now. Keep it in mind for later, but I'm definitely not gonna loot it as of right now. Like I said, right now my goal, I just want to go get some spruce wood. Is that? No, I thought that was spruce. I was like, dude, wait, it's actually closer than I thought it was, but I'm wrong. I'm just gonna keep going. Getting through that, what do you call it? That mangrove forest took forever. Running through mangrove is literally the worst experience ever. I think that's easily the worst biome in Minecraft to go through, because like, it's just such a nightmare in general. But yeah, we got about another 1000 blocks to go, so let's just keep on running, making as much ground as we can. Look at this absolutely beautiful masterpiece. We are over to the spruce biome now. We're just going to go ahead. Oh, I forgot the auto tree chopper is not the crouch auto tree chopper. It's just the auto tree chopper that just automatically harvests the trees. Like I was saying though, I think I just want to go ahead and use up all of my axe ability, grab as much spruce wood as I can right away, because I know I'm going to be using an absolute boatload of spruce wood. So I think for the sake of simplicity, let's just grab as much as we can, then we can grow the giant giant trees once we're back at the base as well. But in the meantime, we're here. We spent all all that time running 2,000 blocks, we might as well just grab everything there is here, or everything that we can grab without doing any more crafting or anything too extravagant or anything like that. So we're almost broke the stone axe here. I believe one more tree should do the trick. Yes, it did. We got this little copper one as well. We can go ahead and finish out the rest of the tree with. My inventory is becoming very full very quickly though, which is a little rough because that means I don't know if I'm gonna have enough inventory space to get everything home that I want to get home. I guess once I get all these trees chopped, we're gonna go straight home, but like my inventory, I guess we could use the bundles as well. It's not a bad idea at all. We could probably just use the bundles and be able to make it home fine. Like I definitely want to make sure I'm grabbing up all these spruce saplings because we can make those giant spruce trees then back at the base, which will be awesome. Okay, I think I decided that I do actually want to save some extra ability in case I need to break some trees to get them out of my way on the way home. So I am just gonna head back. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks of spruce logs. That is a pretty good place to start. I think we'll be good, at least for my starter house, or at least it'll last me a very, very long time when it comes to spruce wood. So now, time to head back to the base, and we can actually get started building up that starter base that I want to start. Only problem is it's going to be quite the trip home. So yeah, I'll see you guys there. There we go. It was quite the long walk, but we are back. We got some stuff in my inventory we can obviously go ahead and put down, and then also we got some more beef here, but I believe we got some coal as well. Let's see. Yeah, we got 9 coal. So let's go ahead and let's unload that. And then my coal, if we throw that into the smoker, we can cook up the rest of that raw beef right there. And then any of these like green things just put up there. Any of these mob drops or random junk we put there. And we just organize out the rest of my inventory. We do want to keep the crafting table, obviously. I need more storage. This is kind of a nightmare as of right now, but you know what? We could probably just go ahead and craft some up right now, right? Let's see. No, wait, what was I crafting? We were going to craft storage, right? So let's grab some oak logs. Go ahead and craft another little double chest. Oh, no. Another little double chest with wood all the way around like that. Throw that down there and throw that down right there. I don't think I'm really going to need the bundles because I'm not going to go out exploring. I want to get a starter house built. So that's kind of the goal as of right now. So what do we need? We need to get myself some very simple, very basic tools. We're going to need a sword to defend myself, except maybe we go with a cobble sword right away. Just because I don't really want to waste iron because I don't have easy access to iron as of right now. We'll go with an iron pick and we'll get an iron axe right away as well. We're definitely going to have to go farm some of that up soon, but I'm not going to worry about it, at least as of right now. Anyways, with all that done, I think it's time we get started building up the area where we are going to put our starter house. So if we go ahead and we go into free cam mode here, I think we're going to do all the builds sort of on this side of the island, meaning I want to do the main starter house sort of up here in this area. So we come over here a little bit more. Maybe if we do, let's see, free cam, come back here. Yeah, I'm thinking leaning towards this side. So if we go right here, let's just say we throw like the doorway right there, for example, and then we're going to clean up some of these bushes because these bushes are obviously in the way. So let's go ahead and let's chop down all of these little jungle tree bush things. We can get rid of literally just all of them right away. There we go. And we'll get rid of the tree right away as well. Now, I think I'm going to be needing to do a boatload of terraforming to do what I want to do because the island is a little bit too steep for my liking as of right now. But I do like where this is, so let's leave that there. And we can just work on cleaning up more of these little bushes, right? So we get rid of this one, and then let's just see. Okay, so we're going to do, it's going to be 1, 2, and 3. And it's going to be 1, 2, wait, so yeah, 1 and 1, 2. And then if we do a corner one there, except I kind of want to do it out of a barrel, I'm thinking. But just to outline for now, then 1, 2, 3. And then wait, is it just 1, 2, 3? I believe it's right there we got to go, right? So then if we chop this guy out, this will be like sort of the front of the house is what I'm thinking. Only thing is I need to do, oh my, dude, this is going to be so much terraforming now that I'm thinking about it, actually. I might actually heavily regret this. We might be spending like half of the 100 days just terraforming a massive base. Now that we kind of got an area picked out though, I did completely forget we should really get some spruce wood growing. So if we come in here, we're going to grab our spruce saplings, obviously. And then where did I actually put my boat? I might have actually put my boat away. So we're going to go out and we're going to craft up a brand new oak boat. And we don't want to grow these out here on the island. So we're going to go look for a spot that's going to be a little bit better to grow them, dude. I love all the animals out here. I will eventually make them barns and stuff like that, but I'm not really worried about it right now. Thinking these spruce trees are going to go over there by that village though. I think that's going to be the best place to grow them. Also, we got sand here. I got to keep that in mind because I can use that a little later on for some windows. First things first though, one thing at a time. Let's go ahead. Let's go over there so we can get these spruce trees growing. And it's actually going to be so simple. We're just going to go boom, spruce tree, and then we'll walk away a little bit and do another spruce tree. And we're just going to do a boatload of these so we can get these growing absolutely everywhere. So one there, we'll do another one right over here. We'll do another one up on top of this little hill right there. Hey, we're just going to have spruce trees everywhere. I'm going to keep planting these till we run out of at least this stack of spruce wood. A little bit of a sidetrack, side mission. I need leather, so I'm sorry, Mr. Cow, but you got to go. And we can just go right back to planting in some more spruce saplings. So we get a bunch of these trees growing everywhere, and I have unlimited access to spruce wood. The only reason I don't do these on the island is because I don't want the pods all out there. It's just really ugly and annoying to deal with, and I don't want to deal with it. So that's why they're going on the mainland over here. But that was still easy enough. We already got all of those planted in, so we can head back out to the island now. And I do think I am going to leave this at the same height, but I think we're going to go up. So if we go here, for example, and then we're going to do the other one that's going to go right there, remove these first two original blocks up front here, and then all we got to do is start terraforming this. So like this whole thing is obviously going to be chopped back. Oh, dude, getting efficiency 4 on a diamond shovel, I think is going to be absolutely crucial in this video, because right now it's going to take me forever using these stone and iron tools. Or do I just not terraform for the house? I don't know. I honestly really just don't like either of those ideas. But yeah, I think over here will be a big enough spot for a farm. I think we'll be sitting good there. I do need to go ahead and go get my hands on some barrels though. I do want to use barrels for this build. And I think the best way to do that, we got all this jungle wood. We might as well put it to use, right? So, let me actually cook up some more of that raw beef. Let's do half the jungle wood. We can do some slabs with some of that. And then we can do just quite a few barrels just like that. Very simple recipe. That's 10 barrels. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but it'll give me at least somewhat of a start to begin here. And if we come over here, there's so much grass and stuff that needs to be cleaned up. It's literally absolutely everywhere. So we're going to clean up some of that. And then we're going to remove, let's go one deeper. So if we go there, break this spruce log and go right there, then we're going to go up. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then if we go ahead and we strip this, my axe is going to break, but that is a-okay. We're going to bring this one up 2, 3, 4, and 5 as well. And we're going to strip that as well, just like that. And then I believe it's just going to be like one out there, one out there. So that way it kind of overhangs a little bit. We need to bring a crafting table over here because right now I have to keep running back and forth. It's really annoying. But with a little bit of the spruce wood, let's just go ahead and craft up some simple things. We're gonna need some stairs, so we'll get a decent bit of those. Probably gonna need some other stuff as well, so I'll just keep it with me. I do have a crafting table on me, actually. What am I doing, bro? Okay, I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna count this out to kind of figure out the shape of the house. So we got the front here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then right here, I believe we're gonna go boom. This is gonna be so much terraforming I have to do. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Is that right? I'm trying to think. It's okay. So it's 1 and 2. So we got 1 and 2. Perfect. And we can go ahead and we can strip that. There goes my axe. But we did craft this iron one up earlier. As far as the front goes, I believe this is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is. Oh, that's a creeper. That's a creeper. That's a creeper. Oh my gosh, dude. That gave me a heart attack. Where did you come from, bro? That was not very cool. That's fine. We can deal with this guy. He blended in so well with the grass. It was actually insane. I'll just blow you up or kill you so you don't blow up is what I meant. And we're going to go, wait, is it 7? I forgot already. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's 7 and then 1 extra. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Be right here. This has to be, yeah, dude, so much terraforming I'm gonna have to do. It's gonna be an absolute nightmare. But I mean, we'll slowly but surely get it done. I'll do it in waves because I don't want to terraform all of this at once is the only thing. And then we can go, let's see, it's down 1, 2. So I believe this one. And then we need one of the barrels like that. And then we'll go boom. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Because then we can go boom, boom, boom. And that one can be stripped as well. Let's see, wait, so it's that one and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we dig down that one, then 1, 2, 3, and 4 it is. And then we're gonna go out one. That sheep was in the way. One there, strip and strip. That's just gonna be a nice little stair kind of right there. A nice little stair right there as well. We also want to clean up all of these grass just because right now they're all in the way and it's really, really annoying to deal with. We can add the stair right there as well and a stair right there as well. And then we're gonna go 1, 2. I believe there's gonna be another little thing here. So barrel there, 1, 2, and another little barrel right there. And then we're gonna bring this one up the 4. Go ahead and strip that. And then same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me go ahead and we can strip that as well. There we go. We started doing some terraforming, but my shovel did end up breaking. So we are just going to go ahead, grab myself. Let's see. We got a little bit of iron. We're going to grab up 2 sticks as well. And with the 2 sticks and the 1 iron ingot, we can craft myself an iron shovel we can use to do a little bit more terraforming. One little thing at a time. We can start out with this bush because this bush is most certainly going to be in the way and clear that out. And then, as you can see, we were kind of just digging around the main outside area of the house. We can always expand it in the future future going forward. But we're going to get rid of this little island over here first of all. We can just work on everything as we go, clean everything up, get everything looking good. And yeah, start out with this. And then I just got to bring this down like what, an extra 2 blocks in this area, I think. First, let's clean up all these seeds. Once we got a little bit of the terraforming done, we'll do some more in the future, but I want to get at least this main area down to that Y level. Here we go. We got a little bit of terraforming done. My shovel did break, so actually I'm going to need more iron. But before that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in this final pillar that's going to go right there. We're going to go ahead and strip that down, and we are going to need to do more terraforming. But in the meantime, we're going to go look for some cobblestone and some iron ore underground. So if we head over here, first things first, I got so much stuff in my inventory. We're just going to dump like all this dirt we got from terraforming. All that can go in there. I mean, I guess all of the spruce wood will bring the barrels with the boat. I guess maybe we bring with as well. We'll bring some. Okay, do I actually want to bring the sticks? I think we will bring the sticks, right? I think that's a good idea. Maybe the iron as well. And then we grab the steak. We craft up some more torches here because I feel like that's going to be very valuable. There we go. That's going to be my inventory loadout. So my main goal, like I said, we're going to need some cobblestone for the build, but then I also want to be mining for iron. So what I'm going to do, we're going to head down to Y at level 16, and we're just going to start strip mining because you can find the most amount of iron at Y16. Plus we'll just be getting cobblestone naturally as well. So I actually think what I'm going to do, we can obviously grab this coal right here because it's just sitting on the surface, and coal is always delicious. If I get my hands on some coal, you know, we're definitely going to be taking that coal. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab up a couple pieces of this coal real quick, or like all of this entire vein. I'm gonna just grab the entire vein, and then this is right here on the island, so it's actually perfect. We can just go ahead and start digging down until we get to Y level 16, and we'll start strip mining Y level 16. That is our first vein of iron. We're at Y46, so not even close to where I want to be, but that is awesome. We already found our first vein of iron, and it's a vein of 4. I don't know, 5. Not actually bad at all. I'll take 5. Oh no, it's 6 and 7. I'm going to take all of that. Thank you very much. That is literally 7 pieces of iron right there. That's awesome. You know the drill. We can just keep on going and down to that Y level 16. I do also have that iron pickaxe in my back pocket. When the stone one breaks, we'll be switching over to that one. And now that we're at Y level 16, like I said, we're just going to strip mine, get as much cobblestone as we can, hopefully get some iron as well. We also got some lapis here, which is not bad because if we want to enchant in the future, it's going to be awesome. So we will obviously grab that and then just get right back to strip mining. Hopefully we find a good bit of iron down here though. Also take coal. If I get coal, I would not complain about any free coal they're willing to give me. Look at that. We found myself another vein of iron. This is going to be kind of a pain. As you can see, we are in a water cave, which is absolutely just a recipe for nightmare. I don't know if I even want to go for this. It's only like 2 pieces of iron, or like 3 pieces of iron. Okay, I guess 4 pieces of iron. It's just going to be an absolute nightmare to collect, unfortunately. I think we're gonna do it. I really don't have the ability, like I don't have a lot of iron right now to where I can be like, hey, I don't need it. You know, we can say no to some cave iron. Unfortunately for me, that's just not reality because, you know, the cave is my only way of being able to access iron. I guess this is the only iron that I've found so far is what I'm trying to say. Luckily for me, we do at least have this iron pickaxe, which does make my life a little bit better. If we stand on the floor down here, it kind of makes me mine a little bit quicker. We can just grab up. Okay, there's 1 piece. There's only 2 more pieces. There we go. There's 1 and the final piece of iron. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. There we go. That gets me to 13. Ooh, actually, there's another piece right here in the ceiling. I will take that as well. Oh, come on. Did that fail? No, there we go. That is 14 pieces of iron. I'm not going to complain about that. We'll just sort of block that off and we can get right back into strip mining again. Unfortunately for me, my pickaxe did break. No more iron. We did find this gold, but it was like, I don't really like gold. So we just kind of left it there. I know where it is if I need to come back to get it though. That's for sure. For cobblestone, we got, let's see, 3.5 stacks of cobblestone. We got half a stack of andesite, half a stack of granite. Not too bad there. We got a lot of resources aside from iron. Now with daytime, we just got to run past like 300 zombies and 300 skeletons. The spiders are hopefully at least going to be nice to me. We got 14 pieces of iron. We want to go get this put in the furnace. So let's just go right away, dump that into the furnace. We got 31 coal as well. So we might as well throw that in to get that, you know, sort of cooking up right there. And then what else do we want to do? I think we're going to need some obvious things. So we're going to need a new iron pick because we did break that. So let's go ahead and let's craft that. And the last iron we already had, we're going to turn into a shovel right away. I think that's going to be a good idea. Now, while we wait up for the iron to, you know, cook, we probably are going to need more iron in the future. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Right now, I want to work on the house. So what we're going to do, we're going to go right back to just sort of terraforming out the area where the house is going to be going. All of this grass is going to be chopped out. So let's just get right back to it. Now with that terraforming done, I want to go ahead and we want to connect all of these. So using these spruce logs, we're going to go all the way down one side, and then we can go all the way back up that same side, stripping it down like that. And then I believe it's going to go in with the spruce wood like that in the front as well. Strip that down. Same thing here on this side, just all the way down with the spruce logs, and strip all of that down right away as well. And then once more on the back part here, strip or place that all down, and go ahead and strip that all down. There we go. And then, oh my god, dude, that Enderman just gave me a heart attack. But what we want to do now, so like, let's see, this is going to be the front of the house, like I said, I think. And then over here, we're going to do a nice little lean, which means we got a lot more terraforming that I got to do, unfortunately, but that is okay. We can go ahead and get started. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right here. I need we need a barrel, which I obviously do not have right now because I put it in the chest or I ran out of them. I don't know which one. We just come right over here. Do we have any barrels? We have 2. I think that's actually going to be the perfect amount that I need. So if we come right over to here, throw the barrel facing up right there, and then same thing here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we throw that one right there. And then I think it's just up 2, right? So 1, 2, and the same thing sort of right here. We're going to go up 1 and 2. We're going to strip both of those down just like that. And we're going to need a lot more terraforming done again. So like, honestly, let's just cut this. Eventually I will make this all look even and actually look good. But for now, we're just cleaning out the area where the actual build is going to go. I should have picked a flatter island to be building, and then I would have way less terraform work to do, but that's okay. We can just slowly but surely get through this. So for now, I think just all the way out here, we're going to chop out all of this, and we did already break that, so that's not a good start. Actually, I think I'm going to do a side quest. I'm going to need a lot of cobblestone cooked up, so we're going to actually get started with that. We got 29 coal. Let's get a stack of cobblestone cooking up because we are going to want to use stone bricks for this build. And then in the meantime, we need to go ahead and just craft up another shovel. We have 13 iron left then. We're not doing too good when it comes to the iron supply. That's okay. We'll figure it out, I'm sure. I'm not too worried about it. But like I said, we got more terraforming to do. Let's get this all chopped down. Now, with all this dirt we've collected, I do want to terraform this up a little bit. That way I have more room to work with for like a path and everything else that I want. So we are just going to go ahead and bring this edge up all the way along here, connect it into there, and then we'll start filling in the rest of this area right here. Last 2 blocks there, and there we go. We got this thing all sort of laid out. This side is very flat right now. I will fix that later. I want to do like a little outside porch and maybe some sort of like chimney or something like that. But in the meantime, this is all done. Let's go see if my stone brick is done cooking. I should have started this a while ago, but I obviously didn't, completely forgot about it and like blew it under the radar. So obviously that is not done, but can we cook up? Oh, Wandering Trader, what do you have to offer, sir? Let's see. Nothing that looks too good. I mean, slime balls, but I don't think I have anything to use slime balls for, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, what do we want to do? I think we got to go get some andesite next, man. Like, we got cobblestone. I think for sure andesite is going to be the next play because, I mean, we get all that cooking. Let's just go ahead and craft up another furnace here. Throw that guy down right there. Take half the coal. Let's get another stack of cobblestone cooking up in the meantime. And then we are probably going to need more coal. Luckily for me, when I was terraforming over here, I did notice a couple pieces of coal just chilling out in the floor here. So we can just take a moment and we can collect up all the coal that's chilling in the ground over here. And there we go. That is 40 pieces of coal. Now we're just going to go ahead and fill this hole in with dirt because obviously I want it to be grass around here. And eventually this will turn into grass. We're going to fill up this one as well. There were 2 nice little veins of coal over here. So it's very, very nice for me. And then using the coal, we can go throw this over into the furnaces while we cooking some stuff up. Let's see. We got 2 furnaces. Let's break that up into 2 even stacks. And we can load up these furnaces. They now have half of a stack each, which is perfect. And then while those things are cooking up, we're actually going to head back underground. I'm just trying to remember where did I actually leave my cave? I don't remember where that giant cave was. You know what? This will make it easy. Let's just go there. Yeah, it's right there. We can head back underground. We're gonna need some andesite. We're gonna need some diorite and maybe some granite. So if we take this down, I believe I should be able to easily find some of those resources that I need. So I'm gonna take this down, look in the walls, and keep my eyes open. There we go. Diorite. We're gonna need a good bit of this. Probably like 4 stacks, to be honest. This is gonna take me a little bit of time. We're gonna need to collect quite a bit of this diorite here. Let's just go ahead and let's just mine until we get as much as we're gonna need. definitely do not have enough diorite yet. So we're going to go ahead and craft up some sticks. And then with those 2 sticks and 3 iron, we're going to get ourselves another iron pick before we pick up the crafting table and start collecting some more diorite. I want to get exactly 4 stacks of diorite because then I can use 2 stacks for some polished diorite and we can use 2 stacks for regular diorite for texturing. Then after we get that, there is some andesite right here as well. We'll start picking up some of the andesite. That way we can get andesite for the main floor of the build. But like I said, first things first, let's get that extra half a stack of diorite to give it a 4 stacks and then we'll be good. There we go. That is 4 stacks of that. Now we can start grabbing some of this andesite. We're gonna need like, I don't know, 2 to 3 stacks of andesite right away as well. So we'll just grab about that and then we can go back up to the surface and hopefully my cobblestone is done smelting into stone. I don't know what is up with my luck, but we just found a vein of iron. Hopefully it's a vein of 8, but oh no, it's literally a vein of 1. That's actually crazy. I was actually about to be so happy we just get 1 raw iron out of that. That's insane. But I guess we just got to get back to it. Let's get back to just farming up some more andesite. Then we can head back up to the surface. I think I'll worry about the granite and the deep slate a little bit later. Andesite is all I need to get that base floor done, and that's kind of what I want to work on, is just getting the base floor of the house completed. Then we can work on the upper layer and stuff like that a little later on. Let's see, we got 2 stacks, and maybe we'll go for 3 stacks. So we'll probably maybe call that good, or do we just grab 4 stacks? Actually, I think what I'll do, I'll use up all the durability of my pick, and then we can head back up to the surface. Now that we made it back up to the surface, it does look like 2 stacks is done. This last stack is basically almost done as well. So let's go ahead and let's cook up some of that raw iron, and we can take out some of the stone. And then honestly, do we just throw the rest? I feel like we throw the rest of the cobble in, right? We got 38 pieces. Let's get that cooking up because we want as much stone brick as we can get my hands on. As far as the granite goes, put the granite back away, the dirt back away as well. And then we're gonna need a new pick. So 2 sticks in there with 3 iron. Let's craft up an iron pick. I also wanted to come over here, so I go ahead and get some sand to use for some glass windows. And I did remember this little vein that I saw earlier in the 100 days. We're just gonna go ahead and collect up a decent bit of this. Hopefully we get like nearly a stack is the goal. We can just keep on going down. As long as we don't get any of that water to run into here, I can just keep on farming this up. We actually might be able to get a stack as well, which is awesome. Go down 1 more layer. All I need is like 14 more pieces and we're there. Let's see, 1, 2, 1 more. There we go. A stack of sand in my inventory. Literally in perfect timing for it to become nighttime as well, which is absolutely what we're looking for. I think it's time we get to work building in the rest of the house. So we're going to go ahead and throw the sand in there, and I'm going to take out any of this extra stone so that can get cooking up right there. And then where did I put my extra? Am I out of? Okay, I was going to say I better not be out of iron. We still got 8 pieces left. Thank goodness. And now we can put all the andesite, stack that up there. All the stone is going to go right over here. Actually, we'll just move that down there. We're going to want this little stone cutter here, obviously. And then we'll just take these extra pieces of stone right away as well. Now we go get ready to get started at building up the rest of the house over here. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to put the stone cutter down. We got andesite already. We're going to do a stack of stone brick. And this is going to be our block palette. So we got andesite, stone, and stone bricks we're going to be using for this build. Now what we're going to do is we can start out with this wall, and we're going to be going up the regular 4 blocks like that, just randomizing the textures here like so. And then what are we going to do here? I think this outer part, we're just going to mix in some andesite and some stone just like so. And we're definitely going to be needing, I completely forgot, some spruce wood. So we're going to go grab the spruce wood out of the chest so we can bring it over and get the base started. Let's see, we got some spruce wood there. We got some spruce wood there. Let's go ahead and let's craft that all up into spruce planks. And let's craft up some spruce trap doors and some spruce doors as well. And we can come over here. Oh, it is thunderstorming. Maybe we'll actually sleep the night away or sleep the storm away before we get back to work. And now what we're going to do is we're going to throw the door in like that. And then just all the way up here, we can just bring these guys to sort of fill in these walls, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do 1, 2, 3, and 4 here as well. And just close all those. And then if we go ahead and we do something along the lines of this, close those as well, break these little things here. And then that's almost perfect. The only thing is I did leave this sticking out one. So let's go ahead and let's go in here, break that. We're going to throw an andesite there. And we can do this door to go in just like that. And then using some of these stone, we're going to craft a stone stair that's going to go on that side. We're going to craft a stone brick stair, and we're going to craft, let's just go with an andesite slab as well. We'll do a nice little archway here, just like so. And that's going to be sort of the door frame or the door outline for what we're going to be doing for the door. Now I want to get my resources back. We need the stone brick. We need all of that. We can also just grab the stone cutter right away. And we can start working on the outside. So obviously this one is just going to get 100% filled in here. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. And then we can go and we can come along this side as well. Throw a stone brick there, throw in andesite right there. Basically this entire outside, actually, I think this one goes up one more if I'm not mistaken. So I'm pretty sure I could do a nice little spot here for a little 2x2 window. We'll be doing the same thing back here, except there is a couple things. Actually, what I want to do, I think, let's go ahead and let's remove all of the stone in the ground here, because all of this stone can be turned into dirt, which will then grow into some grass blocks, which is exactly what we're wanting. So all this cobblestone in the back, all this gravel in the back, it is just going to be turned into some grass blocks here in a moment. First, we got to dig out all of the stone and all the gravel first, and then we can actually get the dirt in here. I just need to go grab the dirt out of the chest. There we go. We got all of the stone, all of the gravel removed. Now all we got to do is go grab myself some of the dirt so we can actually place the dirt in. If I remember correctly, we've got like we got like 9 stacks of dirt here. So we should be good there. I just go ahead and grab a stack. Actually, I don't know if a stack is going to quite be enough. I don't think it is. So let's just grab 2 stacks right away over here. And then with this dirt, we can go ahead, like I said, and just fill in this hole that I made. And then hopefully soon it should all turn into grass and it'll just look a lot better as grass. But we first got to just go ahead and get it filled in fully. I'm definitely happy I grabbed that second stack of dirt because I definitely do not have enough to get this started. Also missed a couple pieces over here. We're going to go ahead and fill those in. And we can just continue on this side over here. And there we go. Now we should be good to go ahead and finish out with these walls. So we're going to go ahead and outline again here. I believe we went up 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3. Let's go up the 4th and we'll just go ahead and we'll do that. There's a spot for a window. And then all the way along the bottom here, I want to make sure we get that out of my main inventory. We're going to just go ahead and keep on running these all the way down like that. Let's just say window of 2 and a window of 2 just like that. And there we go. We got this sort of outline for that wall. I just got a couple more walls to do. We can obviously just fill this entire thing in right away using some of these blocks. Maybe throw in a stone brick right there instead. We can do this one right away as well because there won't be any windows in these small little ones like that. So we can just go ahead quickly fill this entire thing in like that. And then for this back one, let's start with the top. We're not going to have a door that's going to go out this one, obviously. Very, very simple reasons for that. Oh, I need to be using more stone. We're not using nearly enough stone here. Go ahead and break that. And then do we just want to do a bunch of individual windows? I think that'll be good. 3 little 2x1 windows. As far as this wall, I'm going to just fill the entire thing in, I think. And then later on, we can sort of figure out where the windows are going to be for this one because I don't know yet. I want to do like an outside patio thing and it's just going to be a nightmare if I add the windows in now. I don't want to do that, so we're not going to. Just fill in the entire wall like that. If we come out, this is the current layout for what we got for the house so far. So we do got to get that second layer added onto the top now. I think what I want to do is I want to get to work on the upper floors. So we're going to start out by framing here. I did forget my axe, so bear with me here. We're going to have to go ahead and strip those, add on the nice little stairs like that, and then these slabs to go all the way across, and we get that nice little archway that we're kind of going for. And finally, to fully get it archwayed, we can do these trapdoors like that. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that exact same thing on the backside here. So log, go ahead and strip both of those. I need to move these around because I have them in the wrong hotbars. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our stairs, 3 slabs across the middle with a trapdoor on the left and a trapdoor on the right. Gives me that nice little arch that we are going for. And then if we want to go ahead and get up to the roof here, we can do a little parkour. In the corner, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4, strip all those down. And we can do that to all 4 of our corners. We're just going to go up 4 blocks in each and every corner. Same thing right here. Like I said, every single corner, and just make sure that they are all stripped as well. And then with that done, we're going to find the center block, which I believe is this one right here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since the center of the build is obviously going to be taller than the edges of the build. And just to make it match, we got to go ahead and we got to do the same thing right back here. So the center should be this one right here. We're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can strip that all down right away as well. Okay, next up, we want to get to work on the second floor, like I said, but we are missing a material that I want to be using, which is going to be birch wood, because the actual birch wood bark looks very good for white build. So in order to give myself a little bit of texture, we're going to be doing polished diorite, regular diorite, and birch wood, which means I gotta go farm up some birch wood. The only problem with that is I actually have no idea where there is birch wood. I see some up there, actually. That's quite lucky. Okay, actually, maybe we should bring my bed with me just in case. It is becoming nighttime right now. So before we head out, let me go grab my bed, and then we can go get myself the birch wood. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and grab grab that. It is becoming nighttime. We can start heading out there because I can just sleep wherever I'm going to be at. The only thing is, it's going to be a little bit of a walk until we get to some birch. I wish I had access to a birch forest, but unfortunately, it's just a oak forest with like a couple of birch trees mixed in throughout. Unfortunately for me, that's not great because that means it's going to take me quite a bit of time to actually be able to get the birch wood that I need collected. Actually, maybe not. Wait, is it? There's a lot of birch wood. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a boatload of birch wood over there. I changed my mind. Maybe it won't be as hard as I thought to be able to get the birch wood that we need. So now that I'm thinking about it, I actually don't think it's going to be that bad because we got my auto tree chopper. Every time I break one of these, it's going to be like what, 6 to 7? I think it's 6 to 7 pieces of birch wood on each of these. So honestly, I actually don't think it's going to be that bad. I feel like what do we need? Like a stack of birch wood realistically is probably going to be more than enough. So I feel like just running around, being really quick, speedy, just chop a tree, grab all the wood. I feel like we'll be able to get this collected really relatively quickly here. There's a lot of birch trees in this forest, which is actually really nice. I never thought I'd say that, but like the outside texture here, like look, that I think is just a nice unique texture that we can use to build the upper layer. Like, so that way it's not just diorite and polished diorite. It's got a couple of those like black little pieces in it. I don't know. I just think it'll look really nice mixed in. That's the reason that we're going to be running around collecting a decent bit of this birch wood here. Maybe we'll do a couple more trees and then I think we could honestly call it good. I want to make sure we have enough, then I don't have to come back out here. We got, let's do one more tree. Give me a stack in 16. I think that's good. We can now make it back out over to the island. You know what? Just so I don't have to go out and collect again, we got that little oak farm over there. I think we're going to do a birch one as well. We'll just throw it right up here with all those birch saplings we just went ahead and collected. So one final one right there. And there we go. We got a nice little birch farm. That is a creeper. Get away from me. Get away from me. Why are you here? It's literally daytime, bro. This is not, no, like, why are you here? It's fully bright outside. I don't like you. I mean, I'll kill you. That's okay with me, but like, really, why are you here to begin with? Anyways, with all that done, we now got a stack of birch wood. We've got, I guess I don't have any dirt with me right now, but we can get to work on building the upper layer of the house. So let's go ahead and let's throw the beef into one of those. And then we're going to want all of the diorite. And we're going to do a stack of it as polished, a stack of it as regular. It'll look just like that. My inventory is an absolute mess, but now we got, this is going to be our block file. We got diorite, we got polished diorite, and we got birch logs. Big little white mix that we can use for the upper layer. I also am just realizing I do want to grab some dirt. So let's go ahead and grab myself a stack of dirt and we'll just do a nice little staircase to easily be able to get up and down. That way I don't have to, you know, break it and it'd be really awkward. But what we're going to do now is we're going to outline an area for a window. It's just going to be using all of these blocks completely randomly. So if we bring these up and around like that, there's a spot for one window that's going to be too tall. And we'll do the same thing over here. We can use some of the birch wood. We can use the diorite and just mix everything in really nicely like that. And then if we go off in free cam, this is currently what the front of the build is going to be looking like. But we're not quite done. We do need to grab dirt. I did forget to do this. So if we go ahead and we just build this up like that, give it a nice little ramp, and the same thing over here on this side, then that is the proper look of what I actually want. This is going to be the front of the house. Still got some stuff to do over here, but that is what it's going to be looking like when it's done. Now we can just go ahead and break all of the dirt and we get started with the backside here as well. So once again, just bring these up. Why is there another creeper right there? Bro is like, dude, leave me alone. Okay, you know what? Can I actually? No, I can't hit him either. Okay, that's actually kind of scary. We're going to go ahead and outline this window right away as well. Just leave the too tall. We can do another one there and another one there. And then if we go off into free cam, that looks about right for what we're going for. Now, what we got to do is do these outer walls now. So we're going to go ahead and start running these down here. Oh my gosh, why is there a creeper in there? I do not like that. We're just going to keep swapping between these blocks as well. And we'll bring up the walls up like this. And we can start bringing these over as well. Once again, just swapping between these block types again. Want to make sure we're getting all of the block types that we can. We'll drop down right there. Fill this one in as well. And then do I want to do, I think I want to do every other, right? So we'll do window right there. And we'll just keep going here all the way down with a window on every other block. And then the end one here, this is the problem with this style of build. It's uneven, so we can only have windows like that, unfortunately. And then if we come over here, we go ahead and we break that. I got to be careful with that creeper. I do not want him to be blowing up my entire build. Then we'll do this upper layer right away as well, and we'll just sort of randomly place. And the only problem is we are going to have to remove some because I still got to add on like the side stuff over here as well. I'm just not going to worry about it very much right now. For now, we're just going to go ahead and fill in absolutely everything here. And we'll fill in in the spots for the windows as well. Just every other. We're gonna have to remove some because, oh, no. Okay, well, that was not what we wanted there. He climbed up my scaffolding. I completely forgot about that. That's okay. We'll be able to fix that. We just gotta go ahead and finish this all the way along. And eventually, we'll have to remove some of this, like I said. But this back one, get rid of that. Why was there still a creeper here even, bro? That's insane. That's fine, though. We could just go ahead and repair this. We'll use the logs right there. We're gonna need one more spruce log to connect up. Go ahead and cut that out then, like that. And then we need to... Oh, dude, this is a nightmare. It's completely destroyed. Bring this one down. Go ahead and strip all of those. Last two logs right up there. Strip those as well. And then, obviously, we're out of stone as well. The stone literally blew up, so we're gonna need more materials to be able to fix all that. Here we go. We finally got the blocks that we need to go ahead and just finish building the rest of this in. Break that, and then we can patch in the hole right next to the house as well. We'll just fill that entire thing in there. And then I think this side is good. We just got to do like the outside detail work. And then I think we're all set to go, right? Unfortunately, that does mean two things. Number one, we got to go get the blocks that we need to actually build what I want to build. What that is, we're going to be using granite. Hopefully I have enough, but I don't remember. We got 31 pieces of granite. That's not great. I think we should probably go find myself some more granite before we get to work. So let's go ahead back down to the caves. Luckily for me, we've got a nice, beautiful vein of granite right here. We can just go ahead and get like, I don't know, we're going to go for maybe like 2 stacks of granite. That should be good. We don't need that much. We just need it for the chimney is all. So honestly, a stack is probably enough, but I think I'll just grab 2 stacks right away just to be 100% sure that I actually have enough. There we go. Now that we got all these, we can craft 1 stack into some polished granite, and we can just go ahead and get started with a nice little sort of, what do you call this? A little chimney over here. So we're going to go ahead and fill in that wall because there's not going to be a window right there. And we can just keep on bringing this up, and it's going to be 4 wide with the random texturing all the way up here like this. And we'll go up 1 more block. I think that'll be good. There we got myself a nice little chimney going up the side of the house over here. Next up, I want to do a nice little overhang, like I said, right here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get our stone cutter down. We're gonna craft up 4 stone brick walls, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right there, and then straight with this one right there. That'll be sort of the outline we're gonna use for this next section of the build. Obviously, I do need myself some spruce wood though. So let's see, what do we got? We got a lot of spruce wood in here, luckily for me. We can do, let's just do some of it into that, and then we're gonna do, I don't know, we don't need that many fences, so we'll do a little bit of fences, craft those up, and then we're gonna need quite a bit of fence gates actually, so we'll just go ahead and craft those up right away as well. This is going to be all we need for the base part of this. And then there is a block I'm actually missing. We do want some dark oak wood to trim around the house as well. We'll just bring both those up like that, and then we can sort of do some nice little cross beams here using these fence gates that are going to go all the way along just like that. And the same thing over here, just 1, 2, actually we're going to do a wall there and a wall right there, and then we can bring these guys up another 2 as well. We can connect final fence gate in right there. The only thing is we are going to need 1 more fence gate, unfortunately. So let's craft up some more sticks, and we can craft up 1 more. Oh no, we need more than 1 more fence gate. We need 2 more fence gates actually. We kind of brutally miscalculated that. So here we go. We're going to craft up our 2 spruce fence gates, and we can go ahead and just finish connecting that in right there. And I think that's good. I think all we need now is we need to go get myself some dark oak wood. Unfortunately, I completely forgot about this, so we're going to have to go find some in the wilderness. But before we do that, I do want to get rid of these stairs over here because they're really ugly. So we're going to clear these out, and then we're going to go empty out my inventory before we go on the adventure to go get myself that dark oak wood that we're looking for. So like I said, let's just clean out my inventory. We'll keep like the boat, I guess, and then we'll keep the stone cutter, the crafting table, and then maybe, I don't know, let's just keep jungle wood so I have the ability to craft if I need to. I think we're all set to go then, right? Maybe I want another iron axe. We're almost out of iron, unfortunately, so that's not very good. But let's just go ahead and let's craft up another iron axe. Now we can start going on a little adventure this way until we find a dark oak forest. There should be a dark oak forest this direction, like, I don't know, 700 blocks. Not too bad, actually, surprisingly. As long as we don't have to go through a stupid mangrove swamp, we should be good. Like, the jungle obviously is not fun to navigate as well, but it's not nearly as bad as going through a mangrove swamp, that's for sure. I can make do with this a lot better than I did that mangrove swamp, dude. That mangrove swamp literally took me like 7 years to get through. It was insane. Here we go. We made it to the dark oak forest. let's just grab myself a good bit of dark oak wood. I think we'll probably end up using up both of my axes just to make sure we actually have enough here. Luckily with the auto tree chopper, that should not be a problem. We should be able to get all the dark oak wood that I'm gonna need like really quickly here, which is awesome. We'll use up like most of the durability on my axe. All I gotta do is run around this dark oak forest and grab myself a good bit of dark oak wood. Looks like we already broke both my axes, which is literally insane. I also want whatever dark oak wood is on top of this tree, so I'm gonna break that. We'll just jump up there, grab those pieces, and make sure we pick up everything we missed here on the ground. Like I said, I literally want every piece of dark oak wood I can get my hands on here, so I'm just gonna walk along until we can pick it all up. We got literally like 4 stacks of dark oak wood already. That's absolutely insane. Easy enough. Now we could just hop back in the boat and make my way back. My base is like that direction kind of, so all I gotta do is get back over there and we can get back to work building. Now that we're back, we are gonna need another axe. So let's go ahead and let's craft up our iron axe just like that, and then we can get started. So let's go ahead and let's craft up some dark oak wood, craft up some slabs right away, and then we're also just gonna go ahead and craft up a bunch of dark oak stairs using all of our dark oak planks. There we go. That should be good. And maybe we should go ahead and go get started with the roofs. I just don't know. Do I want to start with this roof down here, or do I want to start with that one over there? I think we'll start with this one, but I do need some dirt to outline. So we're gonna be outlining with dark oak wood, and then we're gonna fill in with deep slate, which I don't have quite yet. But in the meantime, okay, dirt. We're gonna use the dirt as my little scaffolding block, I suppose. We can start with this little lean right here. So we just go ahead and we build up, and then I'm trying to think, do we want to go off by one? I think we do, right? So like that, and then over there, and then this one can obviously get removed, and then we could just go up half a slab each of these. So we go up here, up here, up here. Oh, but maybe for this we actually don't overhang. So let's go ahead and let's remove everything I just did right there. Like I said, literally the whole thing. And since this one is like this, we're just not gonna overhang. We can just keep on bringing this up until it connects into the build up here. Another half a slab up right there. Perfect. And then do we even, I'm trying to think, let's go all the way along here. I suppose we can run the dark oak wood and we can decide later. And then we're gonna go up half a slab all the way until we can connect into the upper level of the build. So just keep going up like this, and then one final one, and then we can go ahead and we can add these all the way along just like that. And then this is sort of what that's gonna look. That looks really bad. I don't think I like that. Let's try this again. So I think we're gonna have to go ahead and remove all of the dark oak we placed, and we're gonna have to make this go down one lower by not overhanging it off that edge, and then I think it'll be looking pretty good at that point. So like I'm saying, we just got to get rid of all of this dark oak wood that we have around. It is getting that time, so I do got to be careful because I do not want to blow up another creeper right outside of my house again. Let's just go ahead and get rid of all that, and then I want to try to grab all the dark oak wood as well so I don't lose or miss out on any of it. And then we can go ahead and we can go up with the dirt. We're not going to overhang since this is just like a little outer part. We're just going to start right there, and then we can start bringing this up into the house right here just like that. I think that'll look a lot better. We can run it along this again, and then down here we'll just go ahead and get started by running these on top of the fence gates, and we can slowly bring it up one half slab at a time, at least all the way till it connects to the top. Then it is dark out, I'm gonna go sleep, and we can check out what we think or how we feel about that current look. And now that it's daytime, how do we feel about this? Make sure no creepers are gonna come blow me up again. And yeah, I think that looks a lot better in my opinion. I think we'll leave it like that. So we can get rid of this. Obviously we're not going to be doing anything with it yet because as of right now it's just not going to work, but we are going to need some more spruce fences. So let me go check if we have any more of those right now. Spruce fences. Do we got, okay, we got one single spruce fence right there. That is okay though, because I can just go ahead and craft up some more. Now we got 16 spruce fences, which is a lot better. Also just realized I made this texture really bad. It's just polished iron on one side. I got to fix that up in a moment here. What I want to do is I want to run that up to there, run that up to there, and then we can just sort of connect these guys into each other like that. There we go. I think we're going to call that good. Now we got to figure out what we're going to do for this lean side. So for the lean, I do think I actually want to make this overhang a little bit because this is like an actual part of the build. So we go up and then over like that. And then what we're going to do is I think we'll go up with a stair then. Like, let's just say we do like that, for example, and then we can go boom. And maybe we just go up with the slabs to kind of bring it up. Yeah, I think like that will be good. And then the only thing is we are going to want a trapdoor. So let's make a stack of planks and let's turn that stack of planks into some dark oak trapdoors and add it right there. Because then with that, it's got this nice little gradual incline. I actually really like that. I think that's absolutely perfect. So now if we just jump over here, we're going to run these dark oak all the way along this wall over here. And then once again, just do the stair that's going to go up there. And it's going to be a slab with a nice little dark oak trapdoor on top of that. And then we can go up half a slab all the way up to the top just like that. And then to outline, we're also going to be doing the dark oak wood against the wall right there as well. There we go. And then if we go out into free cam, this is sort of what we got there. I really like that. I think we're going to stick to that style. The only thing is I got to fill in some of these gaps, which I might actually go do right now. So mission, we got to go get andesite and some stone brick so we can fill in those tiny little gaps on the edges. You know, over here on the edge, we can just go ahead and throw in some of these blocks to sort of fill in the edge right there. And then we're going to do the same thing back here. Just throw in one there, throw in one there, and there we go. Now all we got to do is the main roof outline. And then we got to go get our cobble deep slate to do the rest of the roof. So let's just go up here. We're going to have to remember to remove this dirt at some point, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. And then we're just going to be using slabs. So if we go up and then we're going to overhang again, obviously like this, we're going to run these dark oak slabs all the way down this entire side over here. We'll just keep these going until we get to the other end, and then we can work on the ramping towards the middle. So overhang one, and then just go up half a slab, go up half a slab, go up half a slab, and in the center, half a slab. Same idea right here. We're just going to go overhang one like that, and then we might need some more dark oak slabs. We're just going to go up half a slab until we meet up in the middle there. And that's the kind of look we got. I really like that. We do need to go get some diorite, it looks like, to fill in those areas, but we'll worry about that in just a moment. I think what I want to do in the meantime, we do need these dark oak slabs to run down here as well, so we can fill these in, and then we have two sectioned off areas of roof, which is what we want. Unfortunately for me, we are out of dark oak slabs, so let's throw this down, and let's just craft up some more dark oak slabs like that. Grab my little crafting table, and we can get back to work building up the roof all the way across this. And we're gonna go overhang one there, and then we can start bringing this up again just by going up half a slab all the way to the middle. And then over here, I think we'll start first with the half slabs going up along here, and then we can work on bringing it up again with the slabs. And then all we need is that cobble deep slate, right? Because we got the entire roof outlined with the dark oak wood. I think we're all set to go. Two things I want to do first though. I want to replace the granite here, so we're gonna do that. Can I just YOLO jump off the roof? Yeah, we can. We have plenty of HP. So we got to fix that chimney, and then we also got to get some diorite. And you know what? Maybe we'll do the glass right away as well. So let's see, some diorite, some granite, and then what else was there? I think we were gonna go for the glass. Do I have any? Yeah, we have the glass right here. We'll just craft up. Always end up missing one. We're just gonna craft up some glass panes, and we should be good. Let's start one thing at a time. I think we'll start out with the chimney here. I need to somehow make this thing look good. So we're gonna build up the side here. I already messed up. Okay, build up the side here. Let's break off some of these. Let's do a polished diorite right there, and we'll just keep going up the side, add in some more polished diorite like that. And yeah, I think that'll look a lot better. I think that already does look a lot better, which is really good. Let's just break this, take a step back. Yeah, now it looks like actually scattered in like a random texture format, which is what we were kind of going for right there. You know what? I think we can also just go ahead and throw the windows in on the bottom floor here. So let's go ahead and let's add these guys in, going all the way around. Every spot that's open for a window, we'll just go ahead and add one. And I think we were going to do a nice little door right here. We're going to need a stone cutter. We're going to need a stair. So let's go ahead and craft one of those. Throw that guy right there. This will be a spot for a nice little door. We just got to, oh, wrong block. We got to get an andesite right there. And then I guess we probably already have a door in the chest. Let me go check that out. If I were to bet, I'm pretty sure spruce door. We do. We have a spruce door right there. Absolutely perfect. That's going to be exactly what we need. We can just go ahead and throw in our spruce door right there. We can cut out a hole right here, and we can throw in the glass panes right there. That looks pretty good. Pretty sure that's the entire bottom floor done. So now we just got to build up, throw in our glass window there, throw in our glass window right there. We're just going to go all the way around the upper layer now and add the rest of the glass windows in. So literally all of these 2x1s all the way along up here. Just go ahead, throw in the glass windows. That is side number 2 done. That means we just got side number 3 and side number 4, and then we should be completely done with these windows. One right there, one right there. Clean up my scaffolding. Let's go finish up that last side, which we already have nice scaffolding to get me up here, so I can just come up, walk, and throw in these last couple of windows all the way along the top up here. And then if we go ahead and we build out and we do this, we'll just keep going up. Then all of these little gaps, we're just going to go ahead and fill in with either diorite or polished diorite. I do got to go around this way though, because I did already mess that up. Let's just go regular diorite on this one, and we'll do a polished diorite down here on this one. And then how are we feeling? I think we're good. I think all we need to go get the cobble deep slate to get the roof put in as well. And honestly, that shouldn't be that bad. I think I'm going to leave the scaffolding to get up there just because then I don't have to replace it and break it again. It doesn't make any sense to break it because I'm going to need back up there. So we got to do some things. We got to empty out my inventory inventory because it's an absolute mess, and we gotta go mine. The only problem, my pickaxe is basically broken and I am out of iron as well. So we might be making like some cobblestone pickaxes, I guess is the only thing, which is fine. It's obviously not going to be the most effective, but you know, what do you do? So yeah, let's just go ahead and craft up. We'll just do 2 cobblestone pickaxes to begin with, and we'll just bring the materials to craft additional ones if we need. Also, where did the stone cutter go? I want that as well. Now, with an empty inventory, we can just head all the way down to the deep slate level and get to work mining up some deep slate that we're going to be using for the roof of the house. Obviously, we're going to be making a little pit stop here for the coal that I mined around earlier while getting granite, because, you know, a guy can never complain about having too much coal. More torches is always welcome. I honestly should go cave mining just to get myself some more iron, because using stone tools in a moment is not going to be very fun. There we go. We struck our first pieces of deep slate, so we just got to go a little bit deeper, and then we'll be good to just start digging out a giant room for deep slate. The only problem is my iron pick broke, meaning we are using stone tools, and stone tools are the least efficient way to get cobble deep slate of all time. Like, this literally takes so long to mine one piece of deep slate. It's actually like rage inducing. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we're just gonna, oh, I just heard a zombie, so there might be a cave somewhere near me, but we're just gonna start mining some deep slate, go down a little bit deeper. Honestly, do we just go down a diamond level and fingers crossed hope we find some diamonds? That might be a good idea. So yeah, I guess instead of digging out a room, let's just keep going down. Why not, right? Speaking of cave mining, we did find a cave, and this cave has some iron in it, and you know I cannot say no to iron, especially in my current state. We're using stone tools. I don't want to keep using stone tools forever, so we're gonna go ahead and grab up any iron I see. Might be worth to just go ahead and cave around this entire thing. Actually, like, is there anything? No, that is the dead end right there. This is where I came from, so I gotta try to remember that. And then I thought, yeah, I did see more iron right up here. Let's go ahead and let's grab up all of this as well. This will give me at least a couple more iron tools, couple more pickaxes, couple more axes, anything like that. It'll be awesome if I could also find some diamonds, like 4 diamonds, 1 for a shovel, 3 for a diamond pickaxe. I would not complain about that either. Beggars can't be choosers though. We found some iron. I can't complain all that much. Okay, we're not gonna go up that way. What about this way? It does look like we do got some iron up here, so let's go ahead and let's build up a little pillar. We can just go ahead and mine this out really quickly. Looks like just, oh no, I was gonna say a vein of 2, but there's at least 3 pieces here. That's nice. And then, oh no, get away, get away, get away. Oh, that almost could have killed me. I think I also just lost some iron from that, which not great, but you know, what do you do? More iron here. I don't have any gear on. Like, I have a chest plate. I got boots on. It's not even an iron chest plate. It's a chainmail chest plate. So I do gotta be a little bit careful. Whoa, my goodness. That scared me. I thought I just fell into like a trap. I do hear a skeleton, so I'm a little scared. I also hear a zombie behind me. I only got a stone sword, Mr. Zombie. Don't do this to me right now. I don't want to fight you. Oh no, not a baby. Not a baby. These guys are a nightmare. Oh no, there's a lot of them. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna run. We're just gonna keep on going. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I'm actually so gonna die. All right, we gotta chill out. We gotta chill out. Oh my goodness, that creeper so could have ended my run right there. Baby zombie's chasing me. Okay, did we just get out of here? I feel like I so need to just get out of this cave. As much as I want to collect iron, I just don't have the resources to be able to do so safely right now. So I think we go back to the mission. I always know where this cave is. If I need it, we can come back in the future. But for now, I think it's going to be best. Let's just throw a torch down and we'll just start collecting more cobble deep slate. Don't worry about any of the zombies or the pretty iron or anything like that. Let's just get what we came down here for. Okay, let's go ahead and let's break out our iron into 3 even stacks, and let's just straight away get that cooking up. That way we can have some iron. We can get myself an iron pickaxe and all that. And we're also going to take some sticks and some coal and make me up some more torches as well. And then let's just put all the extra coal into these furnaces here. Then I think we just wait a moment, because I am going to need some iron from that to be able to craft up a pickaxe. Actually, I think we definitely have enough iron. So let's go ahead and let's grab all of that, craft up some sticks. And then with this crafting table, we can just go ahead, craft up an iron pickaxe. We should be all set to go. We got, let's see, 3 stacks of cobble deep slate and an extra 28. So we can get started with these roofs now. So first things first, I believe we just need slabs and stairs, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's just go ahead. We'll do 5 of these as deep slate brick stairs. And we'll do another 5 of these as deep slate tile stairs. Let's go ahead and let's grab that. We can jump on up here, and then we can just sort of swap between these 2. And there we go. We got that done. Now the rest of these, we could probably just go ahead and make up some slabs. So let's do half a stack as deep slate brick slabs, and we'll do the other half a stack as deep slate tile slabs. And we can sort of start filling these in. So actually, I think I'm going to go start on the other side, just because I want to do this bottom to top. And this one over here, I believe, is the lowest one. So we go ahead and we build up here with the deep slate, and we're just going going to start filling these guys in, randomizing between the deep slate tiles and the deep slate bricks for the texture, and just keep going along. And there we go. That is one roof complete. Easy enough right there. Obviously, we need to get down from here. So let's go ahead and let's break my cobblestone we used to get up here. Let's go ahead over to the other side and get that started. Oh, actually, something I might do first. I kind of want to light it up in here a little bit. Make sure there's a little bit of torches. So just around, we're going to throw some torches in to make sure we don't get any monster spawns. Hopefully, that'll be looking pretty good right there. And then once again, we can just get those out of my hand. We can come up to here and we can, oh, I think, how do I actually want to do this? I think we just get started here by bringing, oh, but do I? Let's go ahead and let's clean these out. I don't know how to do this because of how we did the trapdoor. So I think we'll just get rid of these. And then do we break that one? And yeah, I think this is going to be the way to go. We break that one and we run these along at this level in the middle here, all the way along like that. Break this one as well and fill that one in too. And then that should be all for that. We can just go ahead and finish filling all this in, and the final layer up top here. Let me get these out of my inventory so I don't accidentally end up using them. There we go. That is roof number 2, at least the roof of the lean completed. The house is looking really good so far, in my opinion. We just got to keep making my way up and finish off these upper layers here, the top roof, I guess. We'll start with this side with the little furnace here. So actually, no, I'm not doing that at the right Y level. Dang, I got to mine all this, and it's deep slate, so it takes literally forever to mine. One block at a time, we'll get it all mined, and then we got to make sure we do this at the right Y level and start placing the deep slate going all the way up along there. And then the next row, I should have enough deep slate, at least for this build. I'm going to be doing more builds in the future, and I think they're all going to match, so I might not have enough fully going forward, but we'll see, I guess. We can bring these guys around like this and sort of put them into that. And then, you know what, this level as well, let's go ahead and let's fill this in too. We're going to be using a little bit more deep slate bricks just because we were overusing tiles right there. And we'll just finish these last 2 layers up along this edge, including this one right here. Go ahead and throw all of these in. I want to make sure we're keeping the textures random as well, like I said earlier. And there we go. That's one half of the roof complete. If we go out into free cam here, this is what this side of the build looks like. This is still flat, but we will fix that up soon enough. And there we go. We've got the entire house, at least the roof and the shells of the house built. We do got to still do some work on the outside, like make like a little bit more texture and stuff to make it a little bit more interesting. And then we got to do the inside, but then the house is completely done. So yeah, that is very, very exciting. I do want to go ahead and do the top of the chimney though. I actually do have an idea for how I want to do this. And for some reason, I decided to go ahead and break all the dirt here. So we are going to need to grab some more dirt to scaffold up there, but let's go grab the materials that we're going to need. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get sort of the what do you call it, the chimney set up. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab 4 of these. We're gonna grab 4 of these, just kind of break it up. We do need them all to match. We're gonna do 4 and 4. We can start out here just by going around like that. We'll keep bringing it around and then connect it in right there. That did not work as I wanted it to, obviously. Let's try this again. If we do, nope, no, go like that. There we go. And then, nope, that's still not connected. Dude, I hate when it does it like this. So if we go like this, will you connect? Okay, that one did connect. Let's do that one. That one did connect as well. Let's do that one. Please connect. Yeah, okay, we got those ones to connect. Awesome. Now on top here, we're gonna do the same thing, but in reverse. There we go. If we go ahead and we get rid of these now, this is kind of the look we got for the chimney. I really like this design. I saw it in a video and I was like, dude, that's awesome. So I'm using it now. But there we go. Chimney done, roof done. What else do we need to do? I think just some trim around here to kind of give everything that more finished off look. Now for the trim, we are going to need some more trapdoors. So let's go ahead and let's craft up some of those. And then let's craft up some stairs as well, like that. There we go. And then I think we should have enough. So we take all 3 of these materials. Let's keep the dirt as well. We're gonna need my crafting table, and let's get up there and let's get back to work. What I want to do is I want to build a nice platform where the roof can be like standing or sitting up on. So if we go ahead and we do trapdoor there, slab there, and then all the way around, we're just gonna switch. So it's gonna be slab, stair, slab, stair, slab, stair, and we're gonna keep doing this all the way along this entire side over here. Just keep bringing the slabs and the stairs. Can I get up here? Yep, we can barely. And then we can do that. We can do our trapdoor. We can do slab right there. There we go. That is this side fully done. Now we can clean up a little bit of this dirt that we use for scaffolding. And then from over here, I think that also looks good. So we're going to go ahead and we can clean up this scaffolding as well. Now we just got to go ahead and do that on the other side. But if we take a step back, that is what it looks like. Kind of helps give the roof a little bit more hold up or more structure, I guess. Like I said, let's go ahead. Let's do that to this side. And if we come over here, we're going to build up here with the dirt. And then we're going to go boom, trapdoor, slab. And we're going to have to just keep using scaffolding all the way around to make this work. And then we're just going to keep alternating with the slab and the stair. Connect these over to here. And then wait, it's going to be stair, slab. So this one will be a stair as well. We can just keep on bringing these along all the way to the backside over here. Last couple around and then the trapdoor. And there we go. All that scaffolding now done as well. I think that helps make this look just a lot better in my opinion. And now for each of these windows, I want to go ahead and we're going to throw together these little shutters I like to do. So basically it's just a spruce gate. You open it up and you throw a trapdoor on top like that. I always think it looks really nice. So we're going to do those above each window. These front ones obviously are going to be a little bit more challenging as I actually have to build up. And we can do trapdoor, no, fence gate, trapdoor, trapdoor, just like that. Go ahead and get rid of my scaffolding. That is two sides of the build done. We're not going to do the upper layer like that up there because there's already the stairs above those. It just won't really work out. And then this one, obviously not going to do anything there. This one, do I want to go ahead and throw these in? I don't think so. I think I have a different idea for this. So I think we'll leave these because these are only one tall windows. It just doesn't look as good. I think we will just leave that. These down here though, these ones we can do. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and open all those up and we'll just throw the trapdoors on top. And we just got to do this upper layer here as well. So fence gate, trapdoor, trapdoor, open and open. There we go. Now if we come down here, I believe that's all of the windows that I want to do, but we do need something else. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna do another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna strip all of these logs right away. Then with all those stripped, we can go ahead and harvest these strip logs because we're gonna use these to craft up some shelves, which in my opinion look really, really good in builds like this. So there we go. With the 12 logs, we can do 3 and 3, 3 and 3, and that gives me 12 spruce shelves, which is exactly what we're going for. And then these ones that don't have the above shutters, we can just go ahead and throw these on underneath and make them look really nice like that. Now I could do this as well. I feel like, yeah, that looks stupid. We're going to go ahead and we're going to remove that. We're just going to do the ones that do not have the shutters above them. So like these ones out the back, we're going to leave those as well. But then in free cam, this is what the house looks like so far. I actually really, really like how this is coming together. Anyways, though, I do believe we are done with the outside of the build. Like we got all the stuff textured. We got everything laid out how we want. I think it's time we get to work on the inside. I think first things first with the inside, we obviously are going to have to remove the floor, right? So let's go ahead and let's get started. I guess we could do the lean over here first, and then we can get an actual proper floor put in. Obviously my shovel broke though, so we do need to go grab myself a brand new iron shovel so we can actually get to work on that. And you know what, while we're here, let's grab the bed right away as well. Then with 2 sticks and 1 iron, we're gonna craft up a new iron shovel. There we go. Then we can just get right back to work mining out the entire floor so we can replace it in with a proper floor, but I'm not sure what block we're gonna use for that quite yet. And now with all that done, we can just go ahead and we can start adding in a floor. I did decide we're going to do dark oak planks because then it'll be different than the walls and it will be different than the ceiling. I also have a lot of access to easy dark oak planks, so it'll work out perfectly. We can just go ahead and fill all of this in. We're also going to have to break that one. Go ahead and throw that back in. And then we got to do the door right there like that. Unfortunately, we're just a couple of blocks shy, so we are actually going to have to go grab some more dark oak wood, which I believe I still have some over here in the chest. Once I get the floor in, once I get the roof in, I think we'll actually end up moving all of this stuff over to the house because I think it's basically ready to be moved into. But let's go ahead and let's craft up some more dark oak planks. And I actually just did way too many now that I'm thinking about it because I really only needed like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, and I just crafted up a stack and a half for some reason. Now, as far as this upper layer goes, we are just going to be using some spruce planks for this because it is a different texture than the ceiling and the walls, which is exactly what I like to do with my build. Very simple trick just to keep the insides of your builds interesting, you want 3 different textures. You want your floor texture, your wall texture, and a separate roof texture or color, or basically just a separate set of blocks is kind of the goal. So we are trying to do that here as best we can. We can go ahead and finish these. I need to add some torches up there so we don't get monster spawns as well. I think we'll be safe because I'm right underneath it, but I do got to keep that in mind for the future. We can just finish adding in the final piece of spruce right there. We're gonna do a nice little staircase as well. We'll just go ahead and throw these guys like that. Go ahead and strip all those down as well, and then using the stairs, we're gonna go ahead and make a nice little round staircase that's gonna go around here, chop a hole through the ceiling there, and we'll just keep on bringing... Oh no, I did not mean to do that. That one stair is not facing the correct direction, but keep bringing these all the way up to the top and connect it up like that. And then I think we want another barrel, right? So let's go ahead and let's craft up one more barrel here like that. Throw that barrel down. Oh, I need it to face the right direction, but we'll throw that barrel down right there. Throw a trap door on top of that. And then using these fence gates, I'm going to do fence gates just so it's nice and easy and I can actually, like, you know, open it up and just drop down because it's just a lot better than fences. And we want to add some light. Make sure we're not having any monster spawns up here in this upper layer of the house either. We'll just go ahead and throw those all around, brighten the place up a little bit. That'll be a lot better. And then what do we want to do? I think I should probably make this upper layer look a little better. We might just leave it though. I might just leave it. I don't know. I'm lazy. There we go. Upper layer ready. I think over here is going to be my nice little storage bay, but I do got to go grab some deep slate to go ahead and fix that little section as well. Now for the storage bay, like I said, we got these blocks. Let's go ahead and let's fill in. Can I do that? Yeah, we can. We can just bring these all the way. Actually, could I just use full blocks? Let's break all these down. Don't need to be wasting all these slabs, or even better, we just go over like this, make the entire thing flat and make it all one block like that. Already, I think that looks way better. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna create areas for some storage. So like if we just go ahead and get chests down, craft up some spruce planks because I can get access to spruce so easily. Let's just get a boatload of chests going here. And we're also gonna want a good amount of these barrels. So let's go ahead and let's get some of those crafted up as well. And then do we have, yeah, we have that. We have that. This is gonna be all we need. I am actually gonna be doing a little bit of a decorated storage area. So we'll do that. We'll do a double chest right there. And then I don't know, we're just gonna keep this kind of random. I don't actually have a plan. We can do something like that. We can remove these to get even more storage hiding underneath the ground right there. Do that. We could do like, I don't know, just like a stack of barrels that are going to sit right there with a chest and maybe another chest on top of that one. We could do, what do we want to do? Maybe another little thing that's going to be like that. And we could go over one. Actually, we could just connect these, make another little double chest. Do it like that, right? And then do we want to do, I feel like throwing up some sort of thing in the middle here. So if we go, we're gonna need like a full block here, something like that, and then we'll just throw it up like right there like that. And then on this side as well, another one right there. We can do a nice little chest on this side. And then, ooh, do we actually, maybe instead we could do a chest that's gonna be like that, and then we could do even another set on top of this with some more stairs. So like that, maybe. I think that's a decent idea because then we got these storage going all the way up and it's like a shelf. I actually really like that, right? And all of these still open up. That's awesome. So what do you got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 double chests. I can make this even better. We could go boom and boom. There's 9 double chests right there. We could go barrel on the end here, except I want this guy to kind of face upwards. So we'll do that. And we still got plenty of room and it's actually decorated. Normally, if you guys watch the videos, you know I don't decorate interiors. I said I was going to try to change that in these future videos. And we also got my bed. It is a brown bed, so it is really ugly. So can I actually just dye it? Let's go see what we got. Not sure if you can dye brown beds is kind of my problem, but is there any flowers out here? Apparently this biome is just like, nah, bro. I got, oh yeah, there we go. We got some flowers over there. I was going to say this biome just says absolutely none, but we do have some. We're going to go with red because yellow is ugly. Honestly, yellow is almost as ugly as brown in my opinion, but there we go. We got 5 poppies on me now. I actually have no idea if this even works, but red dye and a brown bed. Okay, you can. That's good because I did not want to have to get a white bed in order to be able to get a bed that looks good. So there we go. We got our bed put down. I think we'll do a little crafting table on that side, and then maybe we'll do a stair on that side as a little area where we could put some stuff I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. We'll do a little lantern, I guess. So if we craft one of those up, we can throw the lantern onto that side. Give me a little bit of decoration there as well. And then what else can we do? I don't want to waste all this, right? Maybe we'll go ahead and we'll throw another chest right here. And this is going to be my chest for like high-end resources. And I guess we could just start. Is it too dark in here? I feel like it's still too dark in here. So what if we go ahead and we throw in a torch there and a torch there, and we do a torch there and a torch there. And then I think what we're going to do, I got this little storage area. I think it looks really nice. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start bringing everything in and storing it. For example, we'll do any wood-based stuff will go into this chest right here. Any stone-based stuff will do this chest right here. And then we can do like, I don't know, decoration stuff here. We can do crop stuff there. And my inventory is already cleared out. So we're going to start bringing everything into the brand new house from the old storage area. Obviously, we'll go start with the basics. Let's grab up all of these furnaces, which, oh yeah, we got extra iron in here. I forgot about that. That's so good. Grab up any of this extra random junk that's around. And we got these 2 chests we got to start bringing in. So any of the goodies we'll start with here, grab all that, and then grab all these like green crop growing stuff. And let's bring everything over into the new house. As far as this stuff goes, we'll do furnace, furnace, furnace. And then we can do a smoker on that side. We can go blast furnace on that side. We can do a nice little crafting table, I guess, in that corner right there. I don't know what else to do with it. And then 1, 2, 3, because I'm not really going to use the blast furnace or the smoker. We'll throw 3 even stacks of coal into each of these. And then 1 trip at a time, we can bring over all of these good resources that we have. So the saddle's going to go in here. The bundles are going to go in here. Right up here, we got anything that grows. So anything green or anything like that. We got goodies there. We can do, I don't know, mob drops here and then miscellaneous garbage in there. I think that's how we'll do it. Look at that. We've already got a decent start, but I think we could also just go ahead, throw the bell down right there. It's like my little alarm clock for when I'm sleeping the night away. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bring those last 2 double chests of stuff in. I will see you guys once I get everything moved inside of the brand new house. And there we go. We got absolutely everything moved into the new house with a decent decoration. Like, this is the best I've ever decorated the storage area. It actually feels authentic. I like it. And honestly, the whole base floor is pretty good. I did see a comment in one of my recent videos saying I should add a furniture mod to my Let's Plays and really try to go crazy with the interiors. And I actually really do like that idea. But just keep in mind, we might be adding a furniture mod in future videos, but then the upstairs level is just completely empty yet again. I don't know what I'm going to do up here. Honestly, I could bring my bed up, but I also don't want to do that because, you know, it's easy to just walk in the door and use it right now. Anyways, though, I think it is going to be time we get back to work. So we want to get a nice trail going first of all. I don't want to do a super thick trail. I want to do a nice easy trail, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to start digging out the area for what this trail is going to be. It's going to go around this way. We've got so much dirt. We can also do some terraforming if we need as well. And I want the trail to sort of go around and just connect into the side little patio area over here. We're going to go 2 wide. And then, yeah, I think we just keep on going. We can keep it 2 wide. I don't need it super thick, right? And then we'll bring it kind of 3 wide again once we get up over to the door right over here. There we go. That is going to be the basic start to the trail. And then obviously it's also going to end up going off this way as well. We kind of dig out a little bit over here and we got to decide what we're going to use for the trail. I do think I want to stick to some stone blocks this time instead of the regular coarse dirt that I normally use. Let's see. We could do some andesite. We want 3 blocks, right? So we do andesite, some cobblestone, and you know what? Maybe we do some polished andesite as well. It should be relatively easy to keep going for trails. And we can do majority of the path just out of the cobblestone, like I said. So let's go ahead and let's fill in a boatload of cobblestone here. And we'll just do a couple pieces of polished andesite. Not too much. I want to keep mostly just these other blocks. And then let's add in the andesite finally. We can just go ahead and fill in the entire trail all the way around, just like that. And then if we go into free cam, hopefully no creepers come blow me up. But that already looks pretty good in my opinion. I do think I eventually want to do a massive farm that's going to be over here in this area, but that's going to be a project for a little bit later. In the meantime, I kind of want to do a little bit of terraforming up here. We can go ahead and we can clear out this little jungle tree that's going to be in the way. There we go. You are gone. And then how do I actually want to do this? I don't know. Where did I put my stone cutter now that I'm thinking about it? Because I'm definitely going to need the stone cutter. There it is. Awesome. And you know what? I think we're going to just keep going this way a little bit with the pathway. And then we could honestly bring it over like that maybe. Once again, with these blocks, we're gonna do majority cobblestone, maybe one. Yeah, let's just do one piece of polished andesite and the rest regular. And then we're gonna need, like, let's just say some of these, and then we'll also do some of these as well. We can bring the pathway to go sort of down like that. I'm almost wondering, do I connect that in there? I think we do. Add one more right there, sort of make it feel a little bit more natural. And it's just gonna keep on moving along this edge here. I am gonna run out of blocks, unfortunately, but you know what? What do you do about it? We can do another set of like 3 here. Maybe way too much polished andesite there. Let's clean some of that up. And then we are gonna need some more slabs. Do some cobblestone this time, and we'll do some regular andesite. Bring this down. I want this to go all the way up sort of to the water here is kind of the goal. That's what I'm going for right now. Obviously, this little jungle tree is gonna be in the way, and all of these jungle trees as well. So we can just chop these guys out of here. There's a couple of them on the beach, so let's just get rid of all of them. They're all gonna be in the way in the future. We're gonna do a massive farm up here, and I'm gonna need a ton of space to be able to do that. The main problem right now is I'm gonna run out of blocks in order to be able to build my pathway, which obviously is not good. But we can keep working on this. Let's just clean up a decent bit of this grass along here. I'm gonna want this to go basically all the way to the beach, but I want it to kind of curve a little bit. So it is gonna be heading over that way. We go out another 3 and we bring it over, and then boom, and then we're over one more block right here, and we're just gonna keep it kind of angled at this direction. Obviously my shovel did break there, so we got to go craft up a new one. Not exactly sure how much iron do we have. We got 14 pieces, so we're good on iron for now. I might have to go farm more later in the video though, because I don't know if that's gonna last me forever. We can just get right back to the whole, you know, making the pathway and making it slightly curve this way. And then I think we'll do one more over, and we'll go straight out to the beach right down here. So final 3 blocks there, and we can start filling in with cobblestone. But I don't think, like I said, obviously not quite enough cobble. So I guess let's go check out if we have any cobblestone chilling up here inside of the house. We got 39 cobblestone there. Not great, but not bad either, I guess. Pretty sure this will be enough to at least finish out the trail that I sort of started here. So once again, just randomly place those, add in a couple pieces of polished andesite along as well. And we're going to fill in the rest of the pathway here with the regular andesite. As always, I'm going to run out of andesite, unfortunately, but you know, what do you do? We got one andesite slab. We can just throw that guy there. We do need my little stone cutter though, unfortunately. So let's come up here. Let's just do some polished andesite slabs like that. And you know what? We're also going to just grab this so I have it with me right away. And we can do, let's see, throw that guy down. Actually didn't need to throw that down. I don't know what I'm doing. We can just go ahead and we do that. Maybe we're gonna like build that up so it actually matches a little bit better. And we just got a couple more little final pieces here that we've got to fill in. We'll do one there and fully bring this guy to go all the way out to the water. There we go. Got the pathway connected exactly how I want it to go all the way out into the water. Right now, maybe it looks a little weird, but I think with some work, we could do a giant farm up here. We could do some more builds over here. I think it'll all come together really nicely. And I think I want the pathway to also kind of come this way a little bit, or do I want it to go deeper? Maybe even a little deeper. I don't know, because I could make it just come out right here, but I feel like that's going to be awkward. So if we come over this way and sort of bring it along right here, maybe, is that going to be good? I feel like I'm going to need to go collect some more blocks soon here, but some cobblestone in, some andesite in, get this all finished out like that. And then, you know what? Let's do one more set of blocks right here. And then we got the pathway set up, because I want to do like some sort of like barn over here, or another building over here is kind of the idea that I've got. So I just want to kind of try to be laying out all the trails to fit what I want to build in the future. Now we're going to need to do a little bit of terraforming to be able to actually fit the build here that I want. So there we go. We did some terraforming like that. Probably going to have to clean up a little bit of this hill here as well, because I don't really like the fact that there is a hill here to begin with. And then let me just try to think, what kind of blocks do I want to do this shed out of? It's going to be a little shed to kind of match with this. I think I want to stick to the same block palette. So if we come in here, we're going to need, let's just get spruce wood to kind of outline it. Unfortunately, I'm actually low on spruce wood, so we might need to go farm some more of that soon. I'm going to keep this like a small little storage shed. So if we go like that, and then we're going to do another 1 and another 2 like that. And if we go up, let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if we go ahead and we do a nice little cross beam here. Oh, that went up 1 block too tall. Let's go ahead and let's bring that back down 1. If I can actually reach, come on. There we go. And then bring this one across like that. Only thing I don't know, is this going to be too small? This might be a little too small. We might have to go out one block that way and one block that way. I don't know. Unfortunately, like I said, we are going to be needing some more spruce wood. So we got some axes here. Let's go ahead and let's just farm up a decent bit of spruce wood. That did not get me very far. This axe is already basically fully destroyed. If I start breaking down a new tree, it's not gonna be good. So instead, let's go ahead and let's break this oak tree down because I know I'm gonna need some oak wood in the future as well. So we'll just grab that. And then with this repaired axe, we just crafted this up a second ago. We can start farming up some more spruce trees. And you know what? We probably just want to replant these right away as well. One there, one there. And we can just keep moving, keep collecting more spruce trees as we go. Not gonna be able to grab very much because these things tear through durability, but honestly, that's probably enough already. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of spruce logs. That's not bad at all. I think 4 stacks, we could probably call it there, head back out and get back to work building up my ultimate island base. Now I gotta do a little bit of planning. So we're gonna grab some dark oak planks. I think dark oak planks will be perfect. And we can start filling in some of these gaps. So if we go 1, 2, 3, that's gonna be window 1. And there's window 2. There's window 3. There's window, wait, let me think, 4. And then, wait, okay. So if we go boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think that's as long as we're gonna make this building be, right? And then we can bring this one up the regular 5 because we can do a nice little window like that. Is this good? Let me see. If we take a step back, is that too close to this other building? I kind of feel like it could go back like another 3 blocks or so. Yeah, we're gonna move this back just like another, let's see. If we go 3 blocks further this way, let's go 1, 2, and 3. Bring this one up right here instead. And we get rid of this just because I feel like right now it's a little bit too close to that building for my liking. And we got to tear out. Wait, do I actually have to tear this out? I don't think I do. I think I just got to tear out this side, right? Because we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, and it's going to go up here instead. So we bring this one up then. And then this all has to go. We can clear this out because it's too close to my little side gap area there. I want to spread these builds apart a little bit more so that way they're not all right against each other, I guess. And then, yeah, these ones can also be removed. And then it was 1, 2. The only thing is, how wide do I make this? If we got 1, 2, and then I think we should go grab the stone first, actually. That way we can do the pathway and then we can figure it out from there. But once again, we need cobblestone, we need andesite, and we need polished andesite, which I'm literally almost out of path making blocks. We're gonna have to go farm more up. Let's just say we go up in 1 more here. So like that. We'll do some of that. We'll do some andesite as well. We'll do a polished andesite. There we go. And then if we go 1, 2, so that'll be 1, 2, and then 3. So it'll be this one right here. Bring this up 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then if we go across, will this look a little better? I think it will. We got some terraforming to do then. Not a problem at all. We can just get started terraforming this right now, actually. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's finish this little terraforming job that we got to do. It shouldn't take me all that long to just go ahead and clear this whole area out here real fast. We can just go all the way in till we need, okay, if I want to leave this open, we should clear up a little bit of the backside here as well. Let's just get rid of a little bit of these blocks over here just to kind of give me a little bit more room. And then we'll clean up this little tree right away as well. Make sure it's disconnected from any logs. And there we go. We should be good as far as that is concerned. And then I think we got to go back another block here. The only problem is, dude, my shovel durability I am concerned about, but we can just go ahead and remove this wall as well. And then hopefully once this is done, we should be good as far as I'm aware. Like that, kind of make it a little rounder on the backside here. Pick up all the dirt, clean up any of this random junk throughout here. And then what if instead we're going to go ahead and we're going to build across the top here using some of these dark oak planks, build along the sides like that. Like, let's just get this whole thing laid out for the windows. So if we do that all the way along the sides, and then it's going to be stair and a stair, stair and a stair, stair and a stair. We'll just do these all the way down this side, just like that. And then I think to make everything match, we do want to just go ahead and strip all of the spruce wood as well. Of course, my axe is going to break. Maybe we should just craft up a stone one. That way I don't have to deal with that. Yeah, let's do that because we're just going to be stripping. Let's not waste durability of an iron axe. We can just craft me up a nice little stone one in the meantime. We'll just use that to kind of clean up the edges here. And then, oh, I feel like I do want to bring these up, right? I'm trying to think. No, let's not. So if we go up here, it's going to be right here. We're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll go across here. Let's see if my speed bridging skills are still on point. Looks like they are. Look at that. And we can go ahead and we can strip these corners right away as well, just like that. And then for this front door, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in these dark oak planks to go up and around like that. that. Same thing right there. We can clear out the ground because we're going to do something along the lines of this. Make that sort of go into there. And then on the back side here, if we run the dark oak planks like that, the only thing, let me go check over here. Does that look really dumb like that? I don't know. I feel like it looks kind of unique as is. Should I move it down one block is what I'm wondering. Like if we do top beam, I have an idea. We're going to try to change this up a little bit. So let's go up here all the way to the top, and we're going to just take off this top layer of dark oak wood, which with a stone axe is going to take me quite a bit of time, unfortunately here. That's okay. One step at a time. Let's get this whole thing sort of cleared up here. And then if we run the spruce logs across the top instead, go ahead and strip all those down. And then if we clean this up, make these look just a little bit better, I believe we could do this, and this could look really good actually. So let's go ahead and let's remove all these. And then instead of the planks with the stair on top, we could just do like that, right? We could do these all the way along, clean up some of this bush. And then how do we feel about that? I feel like that looks pretty nice in my opinion. Is it too big of a gap though is my only concern. I don't think it is. I think that will be pretty nice. If we go get like some glass, for example, how are we feeling if we throw glass into those windows? Let's check it out. Where did I leave my glass? Right there. Let's get rid of this dirt we used to scaffold up here, and let's just throw in some glass windows in all of these, and then we can decide, is that what we want to go with? Yeah, I actually think so. I actually think that looks really, really nice. We're keeping the dark oak wood, keeping the windows. I think that looks amazing in my opinion. I think that's what we're going to do for the backside here too. So if we go ahead, we remove this, and then every other, just open up a dark oak plank, and we're going to go ahead and throw these guys in like that. Oh, Mr. Sheep, I need you out of the way. This might be your permanent home if you don't mind, so chill out. Completely forgot we're also going to need to run the spruce logs all the way across that and strip all of those down again. And then if we just go ahead, I think it's every other, right? So if we're out here, we can just do like that and go back and forth between the two so we get a nice little look like that. Bring these planks up. Oh, dude, I knew I heard walking. That creeper scared me. I don't like when they randomly appear out of nowhere and they're like, hey, what's up, bro? I can just blow you up in like 2 seconds if you don't mind, which by the way, I do mind. Anyways, back to work. Let's go ahead and let's finish off these walls like that. And we can throw in our windows to the inner part right here. Oh, we did forget that wall as well. And then honestly, do we do a big arch door instead? So if we remove these, we do the dark oak like that. And then do we have any dark oak slabs? Let's go check it out inside of the house here. It doesn't look like we do. That's fine. We can just go ahead and craft a couple dark oak slabs, and that should work out. And we can just throw that up there. I got that nice little arch doorway. I actually really like that a lot. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's do that on this side too. So we'll just go up the 2 on that side and then 2 blocks deep on this side as well. And then we'll throw up stair, and slab. And there we go. We got sort of this full walk-throughable building right here. It's going to be like a little storage shed slash a place for me to, you know, put the animals and stuff like that. Now we're going to do the roof. So we're going to do half a stack of these as deep slate brick stairs, half a stack of these as deep slate tile stairs, and then I'm going to keep the other ones on me just so I have them. And then if we come up here, is this going to be too far of a gap? It might be. We might have to do more of a round roof. Let's just give this a try. If we just go all the way up, I don't think I'm going to outline this roof. We're going to do something a little bit unique to what I normally do. Just bring this guy all the way in, do the little outwards one, and boom, like that. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. Just swap between these blocks. So we're doing some deep slate tile and some actual deep slate brick. And we'll just keep these guys going all the way up to the center. And then if we come down here, does that, I feel like that kind of looks dumb, right? Like that's going to look really bad. So I think we should do some sort of like slant roof. Sorry, not a slant roof, some sort of round roof. That's what I meant to say. So let's grab my shovel, let's grab my dirt. Let's get back up there. We got to remove this whole thing. I'm going to need to go get more cobble deep slate as well, unfortunately. We can just start from the top and clean up this entire thing, remove it all the way back down to the base level here. And with that removed, we are still going to keep this side as just the regulars. So let's get out of my inventory and let's just add these going all the way along the edge over here. And we'll make it overhang by 1 block there as well. And the same thing sort of here on the backside. So just like that, go all the way along here against the building, connected into there. And then we will do the upside down stairs in each of these corners here. And then I think we're going to do like a solid block on top of that, right? Let's go stone cutter. Let's go, we'll just do half of these as deep slate tiles and half these as deep slate brick. Grab my little stone cutter. And then all the way along here, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to mix between these blocks. We're definitely going to need to go farm more cobble deep slate as well, which is not great. Then if we just go up another one, oh no, wrong way. I want this to face the normal way. And we're going to do, oh wait, no, because we got this this, or no, we need this to go up one more regular, right? So we do stairs on top of these blocks and go all the way down with these guys again, just like that. And then stair, and we'll do the full blocks going all the way around this side. And then we can kind of flatten it up towards the top here. But first, all the way down like that. And then we're basically out of stairs, unfortunately. So we can just finish out what we can here. There we go. And we're basically completely out of everything. This is what we got so far, though. We're going to just end up making this one of those nice little curved roofs, but we need a lot more cobble deep slate, unfortunately. So yeah, do I want to, I think we want to sleep first. We should get another pickaxe as well. Let's see, 3 iron. I'm running out of iron. We need to go get myself more iron here pretty soon. We'll craft up a new iron pickaxe right away. And then I have that in my back pocket. Wait for it to get nighttime, sleep the night away, and then we can go underground and get more deep slate. Time to go ahead and start collecting me up some more cobble deep slate. The only problem is this takes absolutely forever to collect, but at least this time I do have access to an iron pickaxe, which is really nice. There we go. We got 4 stacks of cobble deep slate, as you can see here, but we also did get some iron as well. So we're just going to go ahead and break that up into 2 stacks and get all of that iron cooking up right away as well. Can never complain about more iron, especially since I keep having to craft new tools like pickaxes and shovels. I think it'll just be good to get as much of that as I can. Anyways, back to roof building. So if we go ahead, we're going to need the stone cutter, right? We're going to need, let's just do a stack of deep slate bricks. Let's do a stack of deep slate tiles. And then we'll do half a stack of stairs and half a stack of these stairs, and hopefully this will be enough. Oh, I forgot about slabs as well. No, I don't know how I managed to do that again, but we forgot the slabs, so that's not very cool. Okay, anyways, then from up here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna need some of these. We're gonna overhang like that. And then we can just go up here. And like I said, this entire roof is going to be filled in deep slate. No outlines, no nothing like that. So we're just going to focus one thing at a time. Let's get that out of my inventory, actually. And then we can start bringing this nice little slant up towards the middle. So then here, we're just going to up half a block yet again. We can just run these down this way right away then as well. Of course, I forgot my stone cutter. Wait, did I? Yeah, my stone cutter's down here. So we do got to come down here. Let's do like 16. And then we'll do another stack of 16. So we got to break these apart really quick. Let's do 16 as deep slate brick. We'll do 16 as deep slate tiles, and then we can get all the way back up to the top here, and we can use these to just sort of finish out this upper layer here all the way down, switching up the blocks. And we should work on this side over here. So how do we actually do this? Let me see. If we go out into free cam mode, it's up a block, up a block. Okay, that's easy enough. I should be able to do that, no problem. So this is a block. We're gonna need this, and we're gonna need this, and we're gonna run regular blocks all the way down this again. We should also go in there and light it up so that we don't have monster spawns. Don't want to worry about that. And then once again, we're going to be doing the stairs on top of that. No problem at all. We can just keep running these down like that. Now, I do think it is kind of important to get it lit up in here. That way we don't have to worry about monster spawns. But then if we come out here, yeah, I actually really do like how that looks. Only thing I can think of is maybe making the middle peak a little bit more. So actually, do I have the scaffolding over here? We do. Let me grab this. Got to make sure there's no creepers around. And then we can go up here. Just parkour straight over. And then what we're going to do, we're going to use these slabs, right? And then we're just going to build all the way down like this. Give it the proper peak that we're going for. But obviously I do need a couple more blocks. So let's go ahead and let's do half of those like that. Let's do half of those like, oh no, like that. There we go. Grab my little stone cutter and then get these back all the way in. Finish this out all the way across the top here. And then in free cam, that's kind of what we're working with. And I actually really do like the look of this building so far. Very simple, but I think it looks really nice. Just in perfect timing too, because it is starting to rain, and not just rain, it is actually a thunderstorm, so we can go sleep this away. Well, that does mean we should go ahead and just get rid of any of the scaffolding as well. So, okay, wait, can I actually just like do that and run and jump, clean up all this scaffolding, and then we'll run inside and sleep. That way I don't have to worry about any monsters or anything like that. I don't want to deal with those right now. I'll also get rid of this scaffolding too. Gotta hope no creepers come and blow me up while I'm trying to clean the area up a little bit more. All I gotta do for the rest of these is kind of come up here, and we gotta figure out, why did I do that? I walked right off. We gotta figure out out how we're gonna do this. So I think we'll just go straight up here in the back like that. And then, oh, we need dark oak wood. What am I doing? But we'll just do 2 double windows. So one there, and then bring that across like that, right? And then we can fill these extra holes in here with the dark oak wood, and we can strip all of these down. But we do need some more deep slate, obviously, because we do not have the right amount. Can I actually just break that? I think we can. And then we can just bring that one up. Yeah, look at that. We still do need those, obviously, but that helps me out a little bit. Let me go grab some of that deep slate so we can finish working up this area here. Let's see, deep slate. There we go. We got the deep slate. Let's grab that. I did not mean to grab the granite. I do not want the granite. Let's go up one more time here, build up to the top. And that one is a stone brick. That one is slabs like that. Add in the glass panes right there. There we go. That is what one side of the barn is going to look like. It is a little flat right now. I don't know how really we're going to fix that though, but we're going to go ahead and come over to this side and do the exact same thing here. So we just build up here. We're going to throw the middle bar that's going to go all the way in. This one's going to get broken, and we can do like that. Outline for this one as well right away. We can do that. Outline for this. Wait, is it like that? Yes, like that. Outline for that one. Maybe we'll just bring this one to go upwards then, so it matches over there. Throw in the glass windows left and right. What did I do wrong over there? Why did that side not fit in? Oh, it's because of how these arch. Okay, we need some stairs for this side, because right now that looks ridiculous. Let's just go ahead and strip all the wood, add in the dark planks on the corners, and then we need more stuff to fix that out. But then this is basically done for the most part. I mean, we need to like I said, we need the stairs, and then I think we're actually good there. Now that we got the deep slate, we're just gonna build back up, and we can touch up these little corners like that and like that. There we go. That's going to be what that looks like. I actually think that looks really, really nice in my opinion. And now, is that all we want to do? How do we want to add some texture detail work to this build? I don't know. Oh, actually, we do need an upside down thing right there. And then if we go out into free cam, yeah, that is actually what we're looking for. That looks really nice in my opinion. I actually do like how this build came together. Very happy with this one. Only thing is obviously like, do we want to add a little bit of detail work? I think I might do a little bit. So let's go ahead and let's throw a stone cutter down right there. We're going to need some resources. We're going to need some stone brick, obviously, number one. And we're going to need some fences as well. Oh, we could also maybe do some spruce shelves in a moment. I don't know about that yet, but let's go throw these in. Grab up, I don't know, let's do 10 pieces of stone brick. And then in each corner, we just go ahead and throw stone brick with some fences on top, just to kind of make it not such a flat build. We'll do this on all of these corners just like that. There's going to be one there. There's going to be one right there. There we go. That already helps a lot, in my opinion. That just makes it so it's less flat of a build. There's actually more going on. And then aside from that, I think we could do some sort of like thing up there to make that look good. So with our spruce, let's see, let me just grab all the spruce materials that we have, and we'll try to figure something out to sort of frame out the top level, right? Let's see, we got these. If we go, let's just say every other like that. And then if we do something, nope, wrong one. Let me grab out my axe and we can break that. One there, one there, one there. Does that look better or does that look worse? What about the trap doors? Okay, definitely not the trap doors. I feel like that's not bad though, right? And what if we go like boom and boom, connect these up to kind of help hold up the structure? I feel like that looks decent. The only thing is, do I want to use dark oak instead? Or different idea altogether. Let's get rid of these wood and we can use the deep slate to kind of give a little bit of a different color trim. So if we do boom, boom, and boom, and then fill these in. Oh yeah, I think I like that a lot more, right? Yeah, I think that looks nice. Let's keep that. And let's go do that on the back side too. There's just going to be stair, stair, and stair. And we're going to have to do these all the way across like that. 2 fences right there. We obviously do need another set of fences. So let's go craft up one more set of spruce fences. Luckily for me, that is really easy to do. We can just throw some of those in and throw some fences or some planks in. And there we go. We got 6 spruce fences. And we can add these little support beams to that final corner. And there we go. I think the barn, at least the outside of the barn, is going to be good. We will be able to decorate the inside of the barn, obviously. But for now, I think we're going to leave it as is. We'll decorate the inside of the barn a little later. I want to get to work on this giant farm that I want to get started. Mostly because I'm down to my last 4 steak. I need to get a food source going because right now, like, I'm going to be eating melons really soon. And, you know, I don't exactly want to eat melons. So in the meantime, let's go stone cutter down right there. We're going to need a crafting bench as well. So we'll just throw the crafting bench next to it. And we got to go clean up my inventory because right now my inventory is a complete mess. So everything in my inventory is going to go into storage. Now with an empty inventory, we got a boatload of work we've got to do. So what I want to do is I want this entire giant open area that I'm running through right now. I want this to all be one massive farm. To do that, I got a lot of work. We got a lot of trees to clear out. We got a lot of grass to clean out, and we got some terraforming to do. So I think it's time we just go ahead and get started. Obviously, we can begin very easily. The trees are going to be nice and easy. Just chop these guys out. Very, very quick. We can take them all out. Also, free cocoa beans as well. Can't complain about that. And you know what? I also maybe want to get access to some of these leaves and some of these vines. So before we move on, we're going to waste some iron here. A little bit painful to do, but we're going to use two. Oh, that hurts. We're actually like so low on iron. It's painful. We're going to craft up one little shears, right? Because then with this shears, we can grab myself some of these leaves. And honestly, in my opinion, the jungle leaves are some of the nicest looking leaves in Minecraft. I would say jungle leaves. I guess, no, the flowering azalea is my number one. And then cherry are also really nice. But cherry is one of the ones that's like, you can only use it in certain circumstances. So it's like kind of a little bit more challenging to actually use, I feel like. But you know what? They still look amazing. And then I would say jungle and then oak. So jungle just looks really good. I love the look of the green. Looks really nice. Oh, we also are getting some oak leaves as well. I also don't want to waste my iron on more iron axes. So what we're actually going to do we have any cobblestone? It does not look like it. Luckily for me, cobblestone is not exactly challenging to get. So we can just come up here, scrub like, I don't know, 6 pieces of cobblestone. That gives me 2 stone axes. That should be a good enough start. And then we're going to craft up 2 cobblestone axes with the cobblestone. That way we can use these to kind of clear up the rest of the trees that are over there. And now with these new axes, we can work on chopping out the rest of these jungle trees that are just being a nuisance on the island. But do we want, I think we want a little bit more of these leaves first, right? So let's go ahead and let's grab some of these, and then we can finish chopping out the rest of these trees. We got over a stack of jungle leaves. I know there's a jungle right over there if I need more. So I should be good, at least as far as now goes. We can just work on chopping down the rest of these trees. Then we can work on cleaning up the grass and getting to work with the proper terraforming. One step at a time though. Let's get these trees all cleaned up. We also got this farm here that I should maybe consider chopping down and moving. Probably going to. We'll move it behind like the house or whatever. Let's go ahead and let's chop this guy down. Ooh, that was a nice big one, dude. That was awesome. And then you know what? We're probably going to plant that again because I'm going to need a lot of oak wood for a build project to have in mind for a little bit later in the 100 days. First, let's go ahead. Last 3 trees over here. We just chop these 3 down and my axe is about to break. Let's just go ahead and throw that because it won't do the entire tree anyways. And we can get the final tree. Now let's go ahead and pick up. Oh, there's this as well. Let's go ahead and get this one, and then we can pick up all of the saplings and all the garbage and whatnot. Lots of terraforming we're gonna have to do as well. But now that we have all of that done, we got 31 oak saplings. We've already got some birch farms going back here, which is another block that we're gonna be using. If we come over here, let's see, where do I want to do this is the problem. I think we'll do it down here where we have a lot of open room. Like jump right over here, and yeah, we could just throw up a nice oak tree farm right along the edge up here, just like that. We'll do a second one that's going to go right here along this edge as well. And you know what? Let's just throw a third one in right away as well. We can do this one facing this direction. There we go. Tree farms are in. We got the trees cleared out. We got to go clear up some grass now. Now, just using my shears, we're going to start cleaning up all of this grass because we'll probably use it for decorating around builds later. So I just want to make sure I collect it with the shears right away. And like I said, this entire area is all going to get sheared out. I don't want any of this grass here because I've got different plans for the area. So it's going to take me quite a bit of time. There we go. Process of cleaning up this giant area is basically done. All we've got now is some basic terraforming, covering in obviously like this lake right here is no bueno. We need to get rid of that. And then like doing some touch-up work and stuff like that, which means one thing. We need, well, actually that means a couple things, but we need 2 main things. We need access to a shovel that has some durability because mine does not. I need to dump some stuff in here. Actually, we'll just use this chest too, I guess. I don't know. And then we're going to craft up another iron shovel. I really wish I would just go find one singular diamond because it would be so life-saving at this point. I'm not gonna lie. And then we're also just gonna grab, I don't know, 2 stacks of dirt, for example. Now what we're gonna do is we've got this hole over here. We can start out by filling this one. So we're gonna go, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 blocks deep here with the dirt. And we're just gonna flatten this whole thing so that way it's a nice flat area for me to put in my massive farm. This whole thing, it's kind of just in the way. So let's get rid of the whole thing, clean the area up, and keep on building it up like that. And then this one as well, we'll sort of do that too. The only thing is I'm thinking I kind of want to bring this up, like doing a little bit more terraforming here along the edge. to kind of get this all to be the same level? Or do I just go around and make it? I might just go around and make the fence a different level. That also is a decent idea. Like, okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I think we should get started with the outside border of the island. So we're actually going to do a fence on like the shoreline that I think will be pretty nice. A couple things we need for that is going to take a bunch of wood. We're going to be using, I think, oak wood and some spruce wood, but we're going to be stripping it. Luckily for me, we've got some oak wood here. We're going to need a lot more than that. So hopefully those farms up there, hopefully they go really, really quickly. And we're also going to need, let's see. So we're going to grab all of our spruce wood. Is there any more oak? There is a little bit more. We could just probably go get started with this giant fence that we want to build. One thing I want to do is just touch up the edge here. Like this sand looks very ugly. So then what we're going to do, it's going to be a mix of like spruce and then not spruce. And then we're just going to go, so like we'll say right here we could start. If we go up like 3 here, let's go in like 2, and then we could go up like, I don't know, we'll go up 4, and we're just going to keep sort of out like pacing these. And then we'll do like one that's going to be too tall there, and just keep going back and forth between these two materials here. And then we can honestly bring this one out 1 more block there. Maybe we'll bring up the spruce, and it's just going to keep being a checkered fence like this where it's like different heights and stuff like that. So we'll go up like 4 blocks there. We can take this one up 3 and just keep making it this nice uneven fence, I guess is sort of the goal. Oh, but we do want this one to stay spruce. We're just going to start it up on this side. Is 2 tall enough? I think 2 will be tall enough. We could do another one that's going to be up like 3, and we're just going to keep running these guys all the way along here. Maybe we'll bring that one up 4. We're going to need so much more wood is the only problem. We could just keep on bringing these. So hopefully, yeah, I was going to say, hopefully that doesn't break it like a tree because the auto tree chopper, because that would have been an absolute nightmare. And we could just keep going along here, all the way along the shoreline, bringing these guys up. You know what? This one is going to have to be like 1 lower, I'm thinking. And then this one will bring up 3 tall. I don't know if this is actually going to look good. I saw it in a disrupted builds video and I was like, yo, I think that could look good. So let's give it a try. Maybe this one will bring up 4 again. We're just making it try to look as random as humanly possible here is, I guess, the only goal. And then from over here, wait, yeah, I actually really like that. I think once this is all said and done, I feel like this will be looking really nice. It's going to be stripped as well, which is going to just help bring everything together, I'm thinking. But what do we want to do? Bring this one up like 2. We can go up 3 there. We go 1, 2, 3, and 4. We see we're already like sort of running out of wood though is kind of one of the issues. We'll just keep going. We could also do some of these as 1 tall as well, and then just like throw a slab on top of it or something, and it might look okay. There we go. We are already out of oak wood, unfortunately, but this is kind of the little fence design that we have. I'm actually really liking it because if we fly out here in free cam, this is kind of the view that we got. And I actually think that this is going to end up looking extremely nice in my opinion. The only thing is, obviously, we got to expand this to go all the way around the island, which I'll worry about in the future. In the meantime, I do just want to go ahead and strip all of the wood along here. Literally the whole thing. I want to do stripped wood because I think it'll end up looking a little bit better, hopefully. And I hopefully don't just completely change this and be like, oh, I actually like the non-stripped wood more. So yeah, we're gonna go around the whole thing and just go ahead and strip the entire thing. Now that we got that whole wall section done, I think we just gotta wait because if I'm not mistaken, I don't really think our oak saplings are gonna be growing. I guess we do have some that are ready, so we could harvest a couple, but I've actually got a different idea in the meantime that I can do. We got a little bit of dirt here in my inventory. I want to bring this whole thing up to this Y level right here. So this entire thing, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fill this in against the wall here and sort of bring this up right here to this Y level. A little bit of terraform work that needs to be done, but nothing too bad. The only problem is I don't know if I'm actually gonna have enough dirt for that whole thing. Let's go check it out. What do we got for dirt chilling in here inside of this chest? We got like a decent amount. Let's grab all that, and then with this dirt we can work on this. Eventually it will all expand into grass, which is exactly what we're going for, but in the meantime we can just work on placing all of this dirt in. I'm sure it's gonna take me quite a bit of time to be able to do this entire area, unfortunately, so we just got to go ahead and get started right away. Now I think all I got to do is I want to kind of clean up this hill right here, get this moved away, and then I think we're ready to start setting up a giant farm in this area. Unfortunately, that means we've got a lot of more terraforming to do. So starting here on this upper layer, we're just gonna start going and bringing it down 1 layer at a time until we're down to that level. Only problem is it's like 3 levels, and then I'm sure I'm gonna have to dig some stone out and replace it all with grass. Luckily for me, it's not that big of a place to worry about. Also, don't worry about that English. That was flawless. I don't know what you're talking about. And then let's see. Okay, so we're gonna bring it over earlier, I think, because we don't quite need it to be this big. So if we go boom, 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 and then we go across like that and across like that, I think it'll just look a lot smoother if we build it up this way, sort of. And we can bring this upper layer up another block as well and sort of just bring everything in a little bit nicer like that. The only thing is, I don't know how I want to deal with this. Like, what do I do here? Let's see, we could just go across like here, I guess. I didn't really need to clean out this whole upper layer then, though, is the only problem. Maybe we'll just go, yeah, I'll just keep cutting along here. We can go up one more block here and then around like this to kind of just fix that up. And there we go. I think we'll bring down all of what I sort of outlined right here. It's gonna be a lot of terraforming I gotta do. All of this has got to go down 2 more blocks, and I don't have a diamond shovel. I honestly maybe should go invest into mining and finding 1 diamond for a shovel. I've also decided that I'm gonna need an absolute boatload of oak wood to be able to go all the way around the island. So we are going to take a little intermission from my terraforming to come over here and collect my oak trees right away. Basically, any of these oak trees that are grown, we're just going to go ahead and harvest them. And then, I mean, that'll be a little bit more oak wood. We can plant some of the saplings back in as well, obviously. Come on over here, take out that. And yeah, all of these little tree farms that I set up, we might as well go ahead and just harvest them. Lots of oak wood sitting here on the table that I do want to use to my advantage here. There we go. That should be all of them. And then all I got to do is sort of replant all those trees. So we got to make sure we pick up every single sapling that might have dropped on the ground here. We're going to expand as much as we can with these saplings. So pick every one of them up. And then, yeah, we can just start this row again. This was the main row of trees right here. Bring that to that end. Second one was right here. We can bring that all the way up like that. And then the third row of trees was this one right here. Bring that all the way down to this end. Then we still got 8 extra saplings. We could add another little tree farm in. I don't know where we're going to do it though. Maybe we'll just go, I don't know, maybe like right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just do 8 right there, I guess. There we go. We've got a little bit more oak wood to work with. About 2 stacks. Not bad at all. And now with all those trees collected and regrowing, getting me some more oak wood, we're just going to continue to do this giant terraforming project that we started over here. Gonna take me a lot of time. We are going to use iron shovels. I don't want to downgrade to stone. I honestly should just go look for a diamond and get a diamond one, but I'm lazy and I don't want to mine. Mining is one of the most boring parts of Minecraft, I feel like. Yeah, we're just going to do it the old school way with some iron shovels. I did craft up an extra 2, so hopefully that'll be enough to get rid of all of this dirt in this area. And there we go. Giant terraform project, I believe, is completely done. Now, next up, I think we should get back to work going around the outside of the island here and finish this little outline that we were doing. So let's go ahead. Let's kind of make this a little bit more normal because right now it's just very awkward. And then do we want to go up here? I think so, right? We could do, let's go 2 tall there. Make sure that one's sheared. And then we can get back to work with these backs and forths. So 4. Then we could go, I don't know, let's go 2. Then we can go 1, 2, 3. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just keep on sort of doing the fence here as we have been. The only thing is these kitty quarters are a lot harder to make look nice. I'm not gonna lie. We're just gonna use up all of the oak wood that we just previously went and collected. Let's just do a 3, and then we can do a 2, and we'll go up, I don't know, 3 again. I don't want to end up breaking the entire thing with my auto tree chopper, so let's make sure we don't do that. We can just keep on going back and forth here. Up 3, up, can we do 1? I don't think we could do 1, because 1 isn't gonna work. And I also want to keep sort of the outline, right? So if we go up, let's just go 4 on this one. And then this edge is so awkward. It's getting kind of challenging to be able to do this successfully. I'm also out of food, so I really got to get this farm actually started. Okay, let's just keep going. We're going to go up 2 right there. We're going to go, let's go up 3. And then, yeah, this edge just makes things awkward. I just heard a creeper and I don't like that at all. We'll go up 2 there. And then I'm gonna have to go in to like here. Go up 4, 1, 2, 3, because I want a little bit of like space to work with on the outside here. So we're gonna have to remove a little bit of dirt along the edge. 1, 2, 3, and 4, because I want like 1 block around the outside of the fence where there's still shoreline. I feel like that just makes more sense than putting it against the water. That's kind of the goal or what I'm trying to maintain here. So then if we go jump up here like that, and we go 1, 2, 3, and then we can go back into here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and just keep on running these along this edge. I also might eventually want to get rid of that gravel, but we'll see about that. Yeah, I mean, we're making decent progress here, I feel like, going all the way around the island. I literally want to do the entire island, though, like I said. And there we go. We got basically the entire thing. Not the entire thing. We got a large portion of the island here. As you can see, this whole side is outlined now with this nice little fence. I'm loving how it's coming together. Once again, though, we are unfortunately completely out of oak wood. So we're kind of just waiting for oak wood now. We can move on to a different project. But before we do that, we've got a load of wood that has got to be stripped again. Now that I'm stripping it, though, I'm kind of regretting it. I feel like the dark spruce wood with the bark actually looks a little bit better. But I already did all that, and I'm not going to redo it. So I'm going to stick to it, and we are going to be stripping the entire fence all the way around. Oh, a parrot. Wait, you stay there, buddy. Stay there. I got to go get some seeds. Absolutely love that. I would love a pet parrot to hang out on the Lake Island base with me, dude. That is absolutely awesome. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Let's see. Let's grab some wheat seeds. I'm coming, Mr. Parrot. I got a lot of wheat seeds. These are going to be used for the farm, so please don't be fat and don't eat like all of them. But it's also a green parrot, which, you know what? That's cool. Blue is like my favorite parrot color, but oh, he tamed so easily too. Okay, awesome. You come here, buddy. I would like him to just kind of sit over by my house in the meantime. He can guard the main front door to the house. So if you'd come up here, I got some wheat seeds for you. You've been a good little parrot. Oh, he's on my shoulder. Okay, can you get off my shoulder? What is going on? Why is my parrot literally levitating? Oh, no, there we go. Now we're good. Okay, you sit. Stay there, Mr. Parrot. And like I was saying, we can just get back to stripping these logs on the outside. I'm probably not going to show you guys this because I already have one flashback of it, and I don't think it's that entertaining. Unfortunately, though, we did end up breaking my axe there, so we are going to need some more cobblestone. We'll just go ahead and grab, I don't know, 9 pieces out of the wall here. Just a little bit. So there we go. One more. That gives me 3 stone axes, which is a decent amount to work with, in my opinion. We can use some sticks, and we can use the cobblestone. Give me 3 more cobblestone axes, just like that. Absolutely perfect. And then, like I was saying, we can just go ahead. I honestly should do it from this outside part, and we can start stripping all of these logs all the way around the entire island, just to make everything kind of have the same design and the same feel. We're going to be stripping all of these logs literally the whole way around. In the future, we're going to do the rest of the fence all the way around the island, just to kind of protect my entire area. But right now, obviously, that's not really a possible idea. And there we go. That is the entire thing stripped. If we come out here into free cam, I absolutely just love how this looks. It's going to go all the way around the island. It's going to look super nice. I think it's awesome. But we can move on. Let's go get to work on what's going to be the farm. I am completely out of food in my inventory, so maybe we should actually go look for some food in the chest first. I also should probably start capturing some sheep, but right now I don't have access to any wheat, unfortunately. All right, what do we got for food? Is there any food? Let's see. We do got melons. We got these melons earlier in the video. We can go ahead and utilize these best we can. And then we got to go do a little bit more landscaping. We're almost done with the terraforming, I promise. We're getting there. All we got to do is come over here along the fence and finish building up this, so that way it matches everything else just all the way along the inner parts of the fence here. Sort of just fill in any of this. Also, I don't like the gravel, so the gravel is gonna have to go as well. There we go. I'm not gonna worry about anything past here, because right now I just want to get to work on what is gonna be the garden. And honestly, I'm wondering, do I do more terraforming? I feel like I should, because right now this is gonna be such an awkward shape, right? So do I cut this out? I think for now, let's just go start outlining the place that we're actually going to be using. So actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we are going to need some more stone brick, because I don't think this is going to be enough. So we're going to go do a little bit of a side quest here. We're going to go mining for some more cobblestone so we can get that cooking up, smelting into some stone so we get more stone brick. But first, we're going to need another pickaxe. So let's go ahead and let's craft up another iron pick. There we go. 2 iron picks. That should be good. Now we can head underground. We'll go to Y16 where we can find more iron and start strip mining for some iron, or not iron, but strip mining for some cobblestone. So here we are, Y16. You guys know the drill. We're just going to strip mine for cobblestone and hope we find iron in the meantime. That did not take very long at all. We found a vein of at least 4 iron. Not bad. Oh, there's 6, 7. Oh, this is massive. Dude, this is huge. This is a vein of like 11 iron ore in 1 vein. That gets me almost 4 pickaxes. That's awesome. I love that. Very, very lucky to find that there. We're just going to keep mining. Hope for the best. Hopefully we find a bunch more iron and we get all the cobblestone that we'll need. And look at that. Another beautiful vein of at least 8 iron, dude. This is awesome because I was needing an iron refresh. So the fact that this, I'm getting so lucky to find all this is just absolutely amazing. And we just would have 3 stacks of cobblestone. We're probably going to call it good at 3 stacks because I can only cook 3 stacks in the furnace at once. once, and that should be enough, I'm thinking. We're just gonna grab these last, like, I don't know, 12 pieces of cobblestone, and we can head back up. Oh, I guess that's a lot more than 12. It's more like 22 pieces of cobblestone, and then we can head back up to the surface. Just 3 more pieces. We'll just grab those, and there we go. That's 3 stacks of cobblestone. That should be more than enough. And now we can just go ahead and throw a stack of cobblestone into each of these. Am I holding any extra coal? I don't have any extra coal. That is not good. You know what? Then we'll do, like, we'll just take, I don't know, 16 pieces. Do 16 pieces of jungle log. Turn that into a stack of planks. And we can use the blast furnace over here to cook up some of that iron right away as well, which we got 19 pieces. That's pretty awesome. And once again, we have the morning skeletons every single time, bro. They just sit right out there. Probably creepers out there too. I do got to be a little careful when I decide to go out. Exactly as I suspected, though. We got some friends out here in the giant open area that have been spending the last, I don't even know, forever opening up. Let's take care of you. And also, my melons are running out quickly, so we really need to get to work on this farm ideally. Hello, spider. I'm sorry, but I need you out of my space. You're kind of in the way right now. Anyways, with the stone, we're gonna go ahead and turn it all into stone brick, because I think I'm not gonna texture. This is just gonna be built out of stone brick. And then we're also gonna need some stone brick slabs, so we'll turn half of these into stone brick slabs right away as well. And then let's just say if we go in, so it's gonna be 1, 2, and 3. So right there, and then right there, and then maybe something along the lines of like this. If we can start sort of outlining this area as to how the farm is gonna be, I'm just gonna lay this out using the stone brick, and we can adjust it later on. I'm gonna try to outline the entire farm as to how that I plan to build it. So something like that. Honestly, we'll probably come in another one and maybe one more. I don't exactly have like a perfect plan for this. I'm just trying to outline what I think will look good. We'll go out another one here. I'm gonna somehow have to make it go around this corner here, which shouldn't be, maybe we'll go back one actually. Shouldn't be that bad if we do that. So we can run it along this way, and then we can go kitty corner again and again. I guess here we're just gonna have to keep going kitty corner up this way until probably about there. We can run it over again, and then we got to go back 1 block here like that. Bring it down here, and we can finish it off up that way. But that's gonna be kind of just like the main outline area. I don't know if this is gonna end up working how I want it to. I'm already out of stone bricks, which is kind of one of the bad parts. So if we bring it up this way, and then we're gonna bring it this way, and we can just keep jumping it in one every time we run into that, like so. I think I just want to leave sort of like 1 block between this and that. If we start running it, it's got to be over 1 more, right? So like there, and then just keeping it exactly 1 block from. Okay, let's go see what we got inside. Oh, hello, Mr. Parrot. My inventory is a mess. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of some of this junk that we're not really using, and let's just grab up any of the stone. I don't know that I have enough actually, but we got a little bit here. Anyway, we can just continue to sort of outline. So if this is like that, in one there, and just keep following, so we're staying 1 block away here like this. Mr. Sheep, I need you to get out of the way, and then we're gonna go up 1 there, keep bringing it along. See, the only thing that I'm questioning, I think we're going to, man, like if we just start cutting out this way and cleaning up this cliffside here, I think it'll end up looking a lot better, right? So like get rid of all that. Yeah, let's just go ahead and let's do this. We got a little bit more terraform work to do. It shouldn't be that bad, I'm thinking. I just want to make this a little bit more round so that way it has a better effect, or better looking farm, I guess is what we're going for. And then this bottom layer we can just start bringing in earlier, so that way it kind of goes along the edge over here like this, and we'll pop through on this side right there. And then all we got to do is clean up this last little bit, but I think I'm gonna have to go craft up another iron shovel, unfortunately. Yeah, we definitely need another iron shovel. Luckily for me, we did just grab all that iron from down in the caves. Let's see, 1 iron here, and we'll just craft up 1 iron shovel right away, and then any stone that's ready as well, go ahead and take that and craft that into some more stone bricks. And then this shouldn't be bad. We can just go ahead and finish cleaning up the last little bit of this, and we can finish off the rest of the farm then. So let's clean up these last couple blocks. We're going to clean up the grass in there as well, since we are now going to be expanding the farm to be even bigger, which is actually crazy to say. But yeah, all this little grass, it's also got to go. So let's just go ahead and pick it all. There we go. Maybe we'll get rid of these vines too, because they look really, really ugly. Then we got a couple pieces of stone here. Just pop these out of the ground. We can replace those in with the dirt. That way, you know, we get the grass eventually. And then since we did this, we are also going to be moving this 1 or 2 blocks deeper, I guess, to kind of give it that straight wall feeling that I'm going for. So over here, just all the way along here, it'll be a nice straight line, and we can start bringing it back along this edge here. And then I don't know, we'll maybe just bring it around like that until we can go ahead and connect it up into the front over here on this side, just like that. Except, do I want to go further this way? I almost feel like maybe we should go like right here. We could bring this 1 deeper like that, and then get rid of this row. I think that'll be a little bit better to work with, right? And then honestly, maybe this as well. We'll just kind of make this a little bit straighter along that edge. 'Cause right now it looks a little strange. And if we go up into free cam, this is kind of what I'm thinking for a giant farm. You'll see how it'll look once it's done, but this is kind of the outline for what the farm is going to look like. I think it'll look very nice when it's all said and done, though. I think we just got to go ahead and we got to get started with it. I think we could just go ahead and get started here. We're not going to do everyone, but we're just going to throw some slabs in along the edge here to kind of give it so we can like easily step up, if that makes sense, but not into every single spot because that'll look a little weird. Something along the lines of that is a nice, decent start in my opinion. Nothing too crazy. Little bit of an update here. We do need myself a bucket to be able to do this. Let's go ahead and let's craft up one of those. Honestly, 2 would not be a bad idea, but what do you do? So now we're also going to need brain fart. I have no idea where I was going with that. What do I need? Oh yeah, I know what it is. It was leaves. We're going to grab myself some jungle leaves to be able to waterlog the blocks. And then unfortunately it is dark out. So we'll go and we can start that in the morning. Now we are going to be using, okay, so I got to try to explain this. We're going to be doing this in like rows, but not the typical rows wise. I want this to be a nice aesthetic looking farm. We got all of our crop types. We got carrots, we got potatoes, we got beetroots. I think we're going to start out with potatoes. And speaking of which, I did forget to get myself a hoe. Let's go grab some sticks and let's go get myself some hoes. Luckily for me, we've got some cobblestone. We'll just go ahead and craft 3 of these up right away. There we go. And then if we start on the way one side, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So tell here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So right here is going to be my first water bucket. And we can throw a jungle leaf in there to sort of waterlog that. And then this should go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All of this is going to be one crop type running all the way down here. So we'll clean out this whole entire area here. Oh, I completely forgot. We do need more water sources. Let me go ahead and grab some more of those. I'm not going to make an infinite water source. We are going to be a little bit inefficient, but that's okay. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So right here can be our next little water source right there. Perfect. Only thing, this farm is going to be built for aesthetics, not for effectivity. So it's going to be really annoying once I get this all hoed. How am I going to get in and out without breaking crops? I don't know. But luckily for me, we should be good to just go ahead and hoe this whole thing. Because yeah, now this whole thing is nicely covered. We can just go ahead and do that. Now, what crop do I want to do first? Maybe we'll just start out with the carrots. So all the way along this wall here, get my carrots planted. That's all we got for carrots. So that's going to be the start. And then for the sake of colors, what we're going to do, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be 5 wide is the only thing. So then, okay, wait, let me think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna need one that is gonna go right here. We can easily just grab water from there. Oh, I almost jumped out. That would not have been good. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. So then this whole section here, I believe we should be good to go ahead and just turn into wheat. Luckily for me, we've got 3 stacks of wheat. So if we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, it will be this row right here. We can just go ahead and start planting in with the wheat. And once again, it is just going to be 5 blocks wide. So let's go ahead and let's plant that in. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, is that right? I'm trying to think here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that is right. Awesome. And then what is going on here? Why is this 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh no, I did the math wrong. Okay, we're gonna have to do another one. We'll just make this one. How do I actually do this effectively? I'm gonna move this one down to be right here. Waterlog. Oh no. I just ruined half the farm. Okay, waterlog that like that, and then we can destroy that one, right? We're gonna need another water bucket. I kind of am fumbling the bag really hard right now. Grab myself water, and then, okay, these ones should be good to do that too. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So then underneath here, just because it'll be easy, I'll throw in another little water bucket like that. Grab myself another bucket of water, and then this whole thing should be good if I'm not mistaken. We can just bring this back with the hoe, and luckily for me, we did craft some extra hoes, and this entire thing here is gonna be made of wheat seeds. Just 5 blocks wide. The only thing is some of this isn't going to be ready. So we are going to need another bucket of water here. I'm trying to think where this bucket of water is going to have to go though. So if this one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, I think we'll just go ahead and throw the next one in right here to keep it sort of in line, right? Then that should cover all of that. Planning out for the farms like this, I didn't think this would be this challenging, but it is actually relatively challenging. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could just throw this guy right there, and we should be good. That should cover this, right? Because that's one, two, three, and four. Yeah, that should cover that if I'm not mistaken. Grab myself another bucket of water, and we got a lot of seeds. I should be able to plant this whole row right away. All of this will just go all the way down here with the wheat, and we're gonna keep expanding this farm as the video goes. It's gonna be a massive farm at some point. Hopefully we can just plant the rest of the wheat in here just like so, and then we're gonna do, yeah, let me make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. And we'll have another 5 here. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So then all of that, and then yeah, these are gonna be potatoes. So then starting here is gonna be wheat again. I guess we can do our potatoes right away because we do have a good number of potatoes. So let's go ahead and let's expand this, and we can start throwing in our nice little row of potatoes. Since we do have 46 of them, get these guys starting to grow as well, and make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. That is exactly what we need. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So all of this should be good to just be hoed right away. I should already have the water laid out here. We can just keep on planting. Oh, I should almost, where was that last water at? I think I'm gonna need another one, right? So from right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, we can just do a nice little water. Oh, we already got one. Perfect. So that should cover, I believe, the rest of this area, right? We just go ahead and hoe this whole thing and then break this off. We got 2 more potatoes. We're gonna grow up 1 more potato here to separate this from the wheat farm right there. Things are coming along really nicely. We can work on the next potato farm now, and then we're gonna do a beetroot farm as well. I'm gonna try to get everything in this area farmable as possible. So that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can do that off each of these. We can go 1, 2, 3, and 4. All of this should be good, and the same thing 1, 2, 3, and 4. So all of this ground should be hoeable. I'm gonna need more hoes though. I didn't realize these stone hoes are not very useful. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once again, all of that, and then if we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll just throw a nice little guy in right there. We can go ahead and we can hoe all of this. Awesome. Just trying to lay out the area for the wheat farm. Maybe I should just throw a time lapse on. I don't know. We go over here, so it's gonna be wheat right here along this, right? And I honestly could just run this all the way down right away because we have the wheat seeds. So just like that, and there's this right 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, is that right? Yeah, it is right. That's 5 blocks wide. So then let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll just throw this guy in right there. Grab myself some more water. We'll go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could throw in the next one right there, and we're just gonna keep going like this. Maybe I should just go throw all the water in first because then I don't have to worry about anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can just throw this one in right there. That should get this entire area if I'm not mistaken. So let's go. Okay, that's wheat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can just run these going all the way down here. My stone hoe is gonna break, unfortunately. Once these are grown, I think they'll look really, really nice though. And then using my wheat seeds, we can just start planting in this extra space right here. I don't think I'm gonna quite have enough wheat seeds to fill this entire one in, but that is okay. Wheat seeds are gonna be super easy to collect because we already have so much wheat. In the meantime, we can just worry about planting that in. There we go. Then we can start the beetroots, but we only have 16 beetroots, unfortunately. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's craft up 3 more stone hoes because mine is about to break, and that is no bueno. That is not gonna work out for me, that's for sure. And then we can start doing the beetroots. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, and that was kind of embarrassing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then all the way along this edge, I believe this should already be mapped out for everything we need. We could just go ahead and hoe this entire area, which is gonna be the little beetroot farm. Obviously, there's gonna be a lot of farming going on in the next 100 days, or the remaining of these 100 days, because I want to get this entire massive farm filled out. And like I said, okay, wait, let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I believe it should be here because I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So along this is where we're going to start the beetroot farm. And yeah, we got every single crop started. We got potatoes, carrots, wheat, and beetroots all at least starting to grow, which is awesome. Just in time for sunset as well. Anyways, though, like I said, while we wait for these crops to grow, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to continue to expand this farm and get the entire thing at least hoed so that way it is ready for me to start farming. And there we go. We got at least the entire outline of the farm done. So if we go ahead and we drop in here, we do got to do that carefully because otherwise we can risk destroying the crop. But what we want to do, we want to come over, see what's ready to be picked. It seems like the beetroots grow like extremely quickly, which is really weird actually. But yeah, like I said, we'll go ahead and we'll pick those. We got 14 beetroot seeds that we can go ahead and start expanding some of these farms here. Like obviously, oh, maybe I should just go ahead and we do like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we can start expanding like that. What about the wheat? Is there any wheat ready. It doesn't look like it. It looks like just the beetroots have grown. Maybe, I guess, one wheat. Looks like 2 wheat. Nope, just 1 wheat. We got 2 wheat seeds. Not great. And then also 1 carrot as well. We can go ahead and expand that really quickly. And then with those wheat seeds, just add those 2 wheat seeds right away as well. Now that we got all that done, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to craft up some stone brick slabs. And then, like I said, we're just going to go around the edge and sort of add some slabs around the outside of the build. Not absolutely everywhere, just a couple thrown out here and there between, just to kind of get a nice little ramp area to be able to climb up and down the outside of this build. We'll just keep going along here, along the back side as well. Just keep building and adding in these slabs all the way throughout. I think we could add some more here as well, but first things first, we do got to go grab some more stone brick. And the only other thing I can really think about is like adding in, okay, this looks really bad. Maybe I should just do all the way around. I don't know. Do it all the way around and then add some texture in afterwards. Maybe we'll go for that. Let's grab let's just do a bunch. If we just add these in to go all the way around the farm, I don't know, because it looks really weird randomly placing them, right? So I feel like this is going to be a little better. Let me just grab the stone cutter actually right away, pick this guy up, and we can bring it with me, right? I think that's going to be a good idea. Then when I run out of slabs, I can just go ahead and craft me up a bunch more of them to sort of add around here. But just so we can walk up, maybe I should have done them on the inside as well. I didn't even think of it till right now, which is a little bit unfortunate. We'll just go all the way around this thing. Like I've been saying, we are basically out of slabs again, so we are going to be needing some more here in just a moment. Luckily for me, we'll just craft another half a stack into these, and we can just keep going all the way around the edge. Fill in any gaps that we missed earlier, because we are just going to go all the way around now. I don't know. It just looks really weird scattering them. Maybe if I had some more texturing blocks, it wouldn't look as bad, but just right now, it just looks really, really awkward. There we go. That is all done. Now, if we go up, this is sort of what we got so far. I think once it's fully grown in, this will look extremely nice. Right now, it is a little plain though, but I do think I want to add in some texture. So obviously, we got our stone. We're going to need some cobblestone and maybe some andesite as well. Originally, I was just going to use stone brick, but like, I just don't think it's going to look as good. So yeah, I guess let's go grab myself a little bit of cobblestone from right down here in the cave area. I don't exactly want or need a ton. We're just going to grab a little bit here just to kind of get some variations for some texturing. Maybe some of this andesite right away as well. I don't know how much we want. Maybe about like a stack of cobblestone. I feel like a stack will probably be pretty dang good as a place to start. Now to add some simple texture, and we can just go ahead and remove some of these, and we can place them in with some different block types to sort of texture it out throughout here. So just break some of the stone brick around, and we can use some cobblestone, some stone brick, some polished andesite, and some regular stone as well. I should probably do the slabs as well. I should have just did this right away, because now it's just going to be an absolute nightmare for actually figuring this whole thing out, which obviously not great, but you know, what do you do? Okay, maybe this one, that looks a little dumb. So we just go ahead and we move that, and we just move it in one. I think that'll look a little better. Like I was saying though, just keep going along the edge here, throwing in the other blocks that we're going for. We're probably going to need a little bit more pickaxe durability as well. Also, it's very nice because my crops are growing while we're doing this. So that is a very nice little touch there. We're also going to need some more polished diorite as well. Let's just go throw in a couple holes throughout here like that. Throw in, I kind of mostly want to use the cobblestone. I don't know. I just think this is going to look so much nicer once it's all done. We're going to need to go grab a new pickaxe here. You know what? Let's just go ahead and let's break the pickaxe real quick. There we go. And we can go ahead and finish adding in the rest of that. Let me go grab myself a brand new pickaxe. Like I said, though, we're going to need a new pick. So let's just go ahead and craft that up right away. We should be good there. And then like we were saying, we're just going to get right back to work. I'm going to just work on tearing them out, and then we can come in and replace them a little bit afterwards. So I could do like one side at a time then, I think is going to be the best idea. But yeah, I'll just see you guys once I get the entire thing retextured, added in some more blocks so that way it's not so boring. Probably going to take me a little bit of time here. And there we go. That is the entire outside completely done, completely textured. So now we're just going to drop right on into here, and we're going to walk around the edge, pick up any of the stone bricks that I missed in the garden here. There shouldn't be that many, but there's a couple, and I really just don't want them to go away. So like, as you can see, we're just picking up like there's one, just all of the extra ones that are still here. And then I think we've got quite a few crops here that are actually fully grown. So we're just going to walk through. We got a decent bit of beetroots here, as you can tell. Go ahead and pick all those. And then from over here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of these, we can just keep planting in this row of beetroots that we've been growing. We're slowly expanding, slowly but surely. And we got some wheat as well. We're just going to keep expanding the entire farm with any produce I get my hands on. So this row here, not very much for the wheat. Looks like the potatoes is also completely no potatoes grown yet, but we do got a couple more pieces of wheat over here. We'll just grab all these, and then yeah, we got like 3 pieces of carrots too. Not too bad. Very slowly but surely we will be expanding this little farm. Looks like we also got a couple pieces of potato now as well. We can keep adding in more and more of the potatoes along here. And then with all the wheat seeds we just got one more row of wheat here. And then we got to work on, you know, the next row and all that. Finally, just the couple of carrots over here. Literally only 3 plants done growing there, but that's an extra 9 carrots. We'll take it. There we go. We just got to keep working on this. Whenever we get more crops, we got to harvest it and keep expanding it. Anyways, with the farm done, I do want to keep expanding over here with these fences. So what we're going to do, we do need some more oak wood. Like I said, we were completely out. So let's go ahead and let's harvest that. Definitely should have grabbed some more right away, but there we go. That is going to be a load of oak wood, which is awesome. We'll just go ahead and harvest up all of these oak farms that I've set up. I honestly should go make another axe as well because this one is about to break, unfortunately. Not a bad place to start. Okay, we'll just go and chop this, and then I'm sure it's going to break, and we are correct about that. Let's go grab myself a new iron axe right away. This time, we're going to be going with an iron axe because we did get that little bit more iron last time we were down underground, so I think we can afford to sacrifice 3 pieces for an iron axe. And we can go get back to work chopping down those trees. I do want to get this all the way around the island. This is going to be a boatload of oak wood, though, which is really, really good. I'm honestly probably going to run out of spruce wood before I run out of oak, but we got all those trees over there waiting for me to harvest them as well. I'm just going to harvest the oak first, see what we got for spruce wood, and get to work. And then if we need in the future, we can go ahead and go plant some more over there a little bit later. There we go. All of this is done. All we got to do is go ahead and finish growing out some more, or like replanting where these tree farms were. Good one there. There's another one that's going to be right here. Mr. Chicken, I need you to get out of my way, brother. You know what? We'll just keep that going. And then where else was it? I think we had one right here, right? So a nice little row that's going to go over to there, and then it's going to go over to there. And we got one more. We'll just throw. No, I want to add it in. That way it's not so random. We'll do it right there. I think that'll be pretty good. How much wood do we got? We've got over 3 stacks of oak logs. That's absolutely insane. Let's go check out what we got for spruce logs as well. I'm absolutely failing. Okay, let's see. Spruce logs. Do we actually only have 22? Only 22 spruce logs. Okay, you know what? Let's craft up another iron axe right away. There we go. We're running low on iron again, which is obviously not ideal, but we should be fine. Grab myself my boat, and we're gonna have to just go farm up some spruce wood since we are down to our last 22 logs. That is not gonna last me very long. So I'll see you guys over at the giant spruce trees. Then we can just start going crazy collecting these trees. One basically does over half the durability of an axe, which is absolutely insane. These things are massive. Oh, can't be broken up. Maximum size of 100. I'm gonna see if I can fix that. I know it's fixable if you go into the config, so I'm gonna see if I can find out how to do that. I'm pretty sure if we just increase this number here, this was 100. We're gonna up that to 10,000. Maybe we should go 1,000. I feel like 10,000 might be a little bit much. Let's go with 1,000. And with that setting change, can we chop down that tree? We can. That completely destroyed my axe in like 2 seconds. Oh, no, I have to manually go chop this one down. Oh, this is a pain. I should have just used the actual repaired axe. I didn't even think of it. So now we got to manually do this entire tree. Otherwise, it's going to drive me insane. I'm also not really wanting to break this entire iron axe. So I think I'm going to finish chopping this tree. We've got over 3 stacks of spruce logs, which is a good place to start. I think we can head back over to the base once I get this done. Obviously, we're just going to finish grabbing all these. And then we want to make sure we pick up all of the spruce logs right away as well. Replant the trees. But then I think we could just head back out to the island, man. I don't see any point in sticking around here. Do I have my boat? I do. So let's just go ahead, put that down, and we can head back out to the island. Anyways, we got a lot of work to do. So let's get over here. Let's just go ahead and start. We're going to start out with the spruce. We're going to go up the 3. Oh, that is wrong block already. What am I doing, bro? Start with the spruce, go up 3, and then we can do 2, and then we can do like 1, 2, 3, 4, and just keep these differentiating and just go all the way around the island, I guess. You guys know the drill. It shouldn't be all that hard to do. We're just going to keep them going all the way along just like this. There we go. We are out of spruce wood. So I was right. We did run out of spruce wood barely before we ran out of oak wood. As you can see, we got most of the island. We're missing like this little stretch right back here. Not too bad. But you know what that means? We got to go ahead and we got to do a lot of stripping again. So what we're going to do, I need to get a stone axe because I don't want to waste durability on my iron one. And it's always annoying to have to deal with like these grasses. So I'm going to walk along. We're going to destroy all of the grass on my way. Literally all the way around the island. Any little grass, ferns, flowers, anything like that that's spawns against this thing, all gotta go. All gonna get destroyed, so I don't have to worry about it while I'm stripping. But honestly, like, I'm thinking this whole island thing is coming along together greatly. While I was doing this, I actually had a thought. I have a great spot that I can throw up some silos as well. So we might be doing some silos later on in the 100 days if we have the time for it. We can just keep going all the way along here. And there we go. That's all cleared up. Let me go get myself some stone axes. Also, I just realized I'm still naked. Like, I have a chainmail chestplate and iron boots. It's not very much. It's not very good. We are going to be needing some cobblestone. Luckily for me, we got this nice little hole right here. We're just going to grab, I don't know. Ooh, what the heck is going on? There's a little cave down here. You know what? We'll just throw a torch down there. Hopefully no monsters spawn. And we can keep on collecting some cobblestone. Let's just go for like, I don't know, 12 pieces maybe. I feel like 12 pieces will be pretty good. There we go. Now we just got to go do some crafting. I really need that farm to hurry up though, dude. I'm like running out of foods to eat like really quickly. We still got to strip all those logs yet. But what we're going to do, let's just craft up some stone axes. Do I want to do one more? I think not. I think we'll wait on that last one. Clean out some of my inventory here. And then if we just jump onto that, there we go. We can start expanding some more crops here. So let's grab all the carrots. Actually, not very many carrots, shockingly enough. We can work on planting these in. Obviously, not going to have enough to finish off the carrot patch either. We are getting close though. And then we can work on the wheat as well. It looks so good when it's all fully grown though, dude. I'm absolutely loving how it's coming together. We'll just harvest literally everything. All of the wheat that's ready to go. Go ahead and pick it. There's actually quite a bit of wheat here that's ready to go as well, which is awesome. That's over a stack of wheat seeds. And then potatoes. Potatoes seem like they take the longest to grow if I was to place a guess. We're going to just pick what we can here. Not very many, actually. And then we got 32 potatoes. We can go ahead and expand the potato patch. I think once again, we're just going to be shy of being able to do the entire thing. That's fine. Perfectly okay. And then we got another little wheat patch here as well. Just go ahead and pick this. Then the beetroots. And then we can work on replanting everything. Now that we got everything picked. Oh, I did miss one little beetroot right there. But I believe it'll just be like this, right? And then we can go... So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this whole area is going to be wheat again. It's just going to be like one crop, switch to wheat, crop, wheat, crop, wheat. I think it'll end up looking extremely aesthetic mixing between the yellow and green. So we have like a striped farm, if that makes any sense. So this is patch number 3 of wheat, right? Because I got this one done, I believe so. I believe that whole wheat patch is done. So we can just continue adding the wheat all throughout here, 5 wide. And then the beetroots are also basically done in their first stage, which is awesome. Carrots are basically done. And potatoes, we're getting there. Not quite. We're missing literally 4 pieces of wheat. But the farm is coming along decently nice. As you can see, we're not quite halfway planted, unfortunately. But, you know, we're getting there. Now, with all that profits, we can finally get some bread to be able to eat. Because bread is going to be a lot better than apples and melon slices. Those just are not very great. And now we can get back to the task on hand of stripping all of this wood of my fence going all the way around the island. I'm sure this is going to take me quite a bit of time. So we better just get started here with these stone axes. Luckily for me, we already crafted up 4 stone axes. I'm hoping the 4 stone is enough because I do not want to waste iron axe durability for stripping wood. So fingers crossed, hopefully this will be enough and we can just get this whole thing done. I think it will be because we've only used like what, 3/4 of one axe. We got 4 axes. And honestly, like this isn't that big of an island. So it's not that big of a round area to have to do. I'm on my final stone axe, but luckily for me, we are to the final couple pieces of wood and there we go. Now, okay, wait, if we just fly away, we got this nice fence going around, I would say 3/4 of the island at least. We just got a tiny little bit more to do. I do want to take a break from that though, because it is a very repetitive job and I just don't want to do it all at once because it gets very, very repetitive and boring. So I think we're going to move on to a little bit of a building project next. For this building project, we kind of need a little bit more room. So this jungle tree, I'm sorry, bro. I know you've been here the whole time, but you have got to go. Get rid of some of these vines here as well. And then we got this one as well. We're going to have to do quite a bit of terraforming, I'm thinking, right? So luckily for me, we've got a good amount of iron to work with. So I think what we're going to do, this level here is for sure going to get chopped down just to kind of match with the house level over here. I could probably leave this 1 block taller because that gives a little bit more depth than everything being on the same floor. But yeah, I think let's go ahead and let's start cleaning up some of this grass, for example. We can get rid of all of this and then this hole as well. Just get rid of all these vines that climb in and out of this hole. Maybe we should throw some torches in here in case we do decide to bury this, which I'm sure I will. So we don't have any monster spawns or anything like that. And we'll just keep cleaning up all of these seeds all the way along here. Maybe we'll go ahead and we can get rid of this tree as well. I can always replant these trees in the future. It's not like they're hard to get. And we can work on cleaning up this top shelf as well. Actually, we might not do that way top shelf because I think that's all going to get cut down for sure. let's do this one. We can take all of this grass out of here, all the way along this side too. These vines as well. They're ugly and in the way. I'm going to leave this top layer because I'm not sure yet. We might just chop it out. Actually, I do know for sure. We're just going to chop it out. So now if we bring this all the way over here, kind of outline what we're going to be doing. I mean, this is going to be behind a building, so I'm not super worried about it. There we go. We got a nice little island ready or outlined to dig out. Hopefully my 1 iron shovel is enough to do this entire thing, though, is my only concern. There we go. Step number 1 of terraforming is complete. I think what I want to do now is I'm going to go down to these lower levels here, and we're going to clean up all of these little seeds and wheat and whatnot down here as well, just to give me a little bit more room to work with. And these vines are also extremely ugly. We'll get rid of those. I think we could just bring these all the way over. I'll take the flowers as well, right? Pretty nice looking decoration if we just pick all these up. And then, I mean, the seeds are going to be good for expanding the farm as well, because we still got a lot to do when it comes to expanding the farm. So we'll just keep going. Like I said, clean all this up. I just had the idea as well while I was doing the flashback. I low-key could do like a little chicken coop, because like we got the farm, we got the barn right there behind me. We're going to be doing a little tool shed that's going to go right up here. What about a chicken coop down here on this level? I honestly really don't think that's that bad of an idea. I feel like that could kind of cook. And we got the chickens out here as well, which is really good. So we got the dirt. Let's go ahead and let's grab some of this. My inventory is an absolute mess. Bear with me here. And then all the way along, just like that over there, we're going to make it the same level. So all the way along this fence, I guess not to the back, because I don't really care about the back of the island, but at least up here, we're going to go ahead and add in the dirt. Fill in all these nice little holes, make everything just sort of match up a little bit better. I'll do it to here. So all of this right here, fill it in. We got plenty of dirt. We've got a bunch more inside the house as well. So one nice part about terraforming, I never have to go farm dirt because I already have it all farmed from the terraforming. And then we want to build this up. So I think we're going to do the little shed up here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go 3 deep again. That way we don't have to worry about monster spawning. We can fill in this entire hole just like that. Once again, 3 and 3. And then I just got to come up with a way to make this actually work. So if we just sort of bring this over and terraform this up a little bit better. Oh no, I don't want to do that because I want to run the pathway to go this way, right? I'm trying to think about this like in a smart way that's going to work. Do I run the pathway down here and make it climb up the hill is what I'm wondering. I mean, at least this, I could bring some of this up here. It's a very odd shape right now to be working with. So we can try to like level this out a little bit better and bring this all up sort of to the same level like that. And then maybe what I should do is figure out where the paths are going to go. So we need cobblestone, we need andesite, we need polished andesite for the path blocks. We're obviously going to need more cobblestone than this. So we're back down here. We're just going to mine up like at least, I don't know, like a stack of cobblestone, a decent bit of andesite as well. Because obviously I don't think I'm quite to the point of having enough to be able to do what we need to do. So we're just going to farm up a little bit more. Just like that, we've already got a stack of cobblestone. We're just going to grab a little bit more andesite as well. Since we're right here, we might as well pick it up since there's a nice vein right here sitting for me. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to keep on bringing the pathways sort of this direction. I'm thinking it might get a little thinner. Like maybe we turn it into a 2-wide path like this. It's going to follow along this edge here until I believe we could probably bring it in to go up at like this level. So we go over like this and then just build this up a little bit better, kind of round out the edges here like that. Mine right on into there and go ahead and fill most of this in with the cobblestone. Do a couple pieces of andesite in like that. And then the regular andesite to finish out the rest of the pathway just like that. Now, where did my stone cutter end up going? It is in my inventory. Throw my stone cutter down there and let's just grab cobblestone slabs. We can also grab some andesite slabs as well. We'll just make this path sort of go up like that. Is there anything else I can do to make this a little better? I think we go a little wider off these sides here like that, right? We can do some more cobblestone into there. Is that all looking good? Because then, right, we can bring this over here. I think we'll go like one further this way, right? We can mine out all this and then we have room to go ahead and put some sort of like shed here. That's kind of the idea. So we'll throw in a bunch more of the cobblestone, throw in 2 pieces of polished and then fill in the cracks here with the regular andesite again. There we go. I feel like this is looking pretty decent. The only thing is maybe making it go that way as well, because right now that corner looks very rough. So I think we can fix that though. We just bring some of these over, remove some of these, right? And then we can use some of these blocks blocks here, bring these up like that, get myself some slabs and get myself some andesite slabs as well. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I made a whole stack in 20. Oh, I guess I have no andesite now. It's kind of unfortunate, but what do you do, man? What do you do? And then we can bring these sort of over this way. I mean, I guess we could just use the slabs, right? Like that. I just want to like make this go a little bit more round. That way it feels more natural. Yeah, that looks a lot better in my opinion. And it actually looks like people are walking this way and people are walking sort of that direction as well. Only thing is I did see one block right over here. Maybe we just go ahead and add that on there. And then in my opinion, that looks really, really nice already. I actually really, really like that compared to what it was like before. Anyways, though, before we move on too much, I do just want to harvest the farm. You guys have seen this like 6 times already. So I think we'll probably, I don't know, throw a time lapse up. I'll see you guys once I get this whole thing sort of expanded a little bit more. There we go. The farm is coming along really nice. We got the 1 carrot patch filled in, wheat filled in, potatoes filled in, wheat again, beetroots filled in, wheat one more time. And then, as you can see, we started carrots here. We did not finish this patch of carrots, but we're making good progress on the farm. Very happy with that. Anyways, as I was saying earlier, so this here is very barn-esque. It was originally supposed to be a storage shed, but I kind of made it with this peaked roof, so it kind of looks like a barn. So I think the plan, this will be turned into a sheep barn. We got a lot of sheep on the island, right? So we'll do a sheep barn right there. And then the next build I'm doing, this is going to be the storage shed that I originally tried putting over there. It's going to go right over here. So yeah, that is kind of the plan, but we need some materials. I need more spruce wood. Right now I have absolutely none to my name, which is not going to work out. We can just head back over to the spruce area. We got a bunch of cobblestone axes on the ready, so we can actually harvest up all of these trees. Only thing is, I'm thinking this one is going to be too much durability gone, so we're just going to throw that one into the bottom of the lake. I just got to make sure we grab my boat so we don't forget that, because sometimes I do end up doing that. And let's go ahead and let's chop down spruce tree number 1. Get myself a boatload of spruce wood. We also got the saplings right away. We can just replant it nice and easily right there. We'll just keep going around and farm up as many spruce trees as we can. That was perfect, dude. We literally only missed one spruce log. That worked out awesomely. But that might already be enough. Honestly, do I really need to do any more? I feel like going with so many is just a little bit overkill, you know? Maybe we'll do like this tree here. Maybe we'll break the stone axe and then leave the other stone axe in my inventory. I think that could be a good idea. So replant this one and we'll do one more little tree. I think these guys are actually really small here for a giant spruce tree. Let's go ahead and chop you. Thank you very much for all the spruce wood. I really, really appreciate it. And let me just go ahead and replant that one as well. And this one's small as well. We'll just go ahead, chop that one out. I figured that did end up breaking my stone axe. Perfect. We can now head back out and get to work building up that shed. Okay, now if we think about this, let's do main door here. And then if we go, okay, wait, we'll just do there. And then it's gonna be 1, 2, wait, I gotta think about this. I want this to be 1 block shorter than this one over here. So we're just gonna do, I think 1 and then the main 3 for the door. Let me go grab some dark oak wood actually, so we can make sure we get this right. So let's see, dark oak logs and dark oak planks. It's gonna be basically nearly the same design as this one, but we do gotta plan it out a little better. So how tall is this? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks tall. Let's go ahead and let's get that going over here. So if we go, oh boy, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go up 2, 3, 4, and 5. I obviously used the wrong blocks, so that's not gonna work. Let's get rid of these dark oak logs real quick and just go ahead and pick all those up, and then we want to use the spruce logs. So 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we're gonna go up with the dark oak planks just like that. We're gonna go across, okay, and then 1, 2, 3, and then right there, and the spruce logs are gonna go up right here and across like that. That'll be kind of the front main area of this shed, right? Then we can run these guys up the side there, and we do want to go get the blocks to kind of make the roof or the door round like this. We're gonna need stairs and some slabs. We got stairs and slabs and some trapdoors as well. Let's just go ahead, throw that there, and then we need the slab as well. There we go. We got our nice little arched doorway that we're going for. I think we're gonna go the same depth as this one over here as well. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's go back 11 blocks using the dark oak planks, but every other one we're gonna be throwing in a stair. So boom, boom. Okay, I need to put these close together. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we'll bring the pillar up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll sort of go for the same idea here. I wonder if this should be further back though, almost. So wait, no, it's got to go right here. Let me get an idea. We're going to build this across, and then I want to see if I think this should go further back or stay exactly where it is right now. So we come up here into free cam mode. Do I bring this further back? I don't know. Oh, I just accidentally reloaded my shaders right there. As far as positioning goes, I do think I'm going to keep this here. So we go up 3, right? And then we're going to go across here again. Okay, actually, let's go ahead and let's do these cross beams first. So using the spruce logs all the way along the top here, connect into there. And we're going to do the same thing right over here, using these logs all the way across like that. Then using a stone axe and not the iron one, because I don't want to waste iron axe durability. We can just go ahead and strip all the wood again. This is going to match the other barn that we've got set up earlier in the video. Literally just make the entire thing stripped. That way it will completely match just like that. And then along this wall, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do my nice little outline here as well. My stair, and then we just need one slab to go right there in the middle, just like that. Perfect. And then I think all we need is the rest of the wood, right? So it's going to be every other. So actually we could just go along, do the stairs first like that, fill in like so, and then fill in these walls. All we'll need then is the windows. I do not have the glass. So there we go. Those are all in. Let me see. What do we got for glass in here? Do I have any more glass? Actually, I'm not sure. Okay, we do. Good. I was going to say. This makes my life very easy. We just throw these glass windows into all of these along this side. It's literally the exact same as the other shed, just a little bit smaller, like I've been saying. And once again, every other, just throw the stairs in, add in the rest of the walls here onto the side. Final 1, 2, and 3, except we need to get some more wood here. Let's craft up a stack of dark oak planks and throw in the final touches here with the nice little windows that are going to go on the side here. There we go. As far as going through here, we are going to have to make him go through here. I do also want to kind of round this out. See, the only thing is I don't have the blocks to do right now. We're going to have to make the path go into there as well. But I think like the outside of the build, at least, I think is going to be looking pretty good as is. We just got to get the roof on. Let's go see what do we got for dark oak, or not dark oak. What do we have for deep slate stairs? We could also probably just get rid of some of this. I don't need all this stuff in my inventory. It's just too much. Let's grab all of the deep slate here. And then we also do already have the nice little, what do you call that? Stone cutter. So let's just get started here. If we throw half of these in to give me those kind of stairs, and then half of these in to get those kind of stairs, pretty positive it's not going to quite be enough, but it'll give me a start at least. We do need some dirt as well though. So let me grab a stack of dirt. It's also very nice because the garden is continuing to grow as I'm doing all this work, which I'm just absolutely loving. So then if we just come up here with the scaffolding, we're gonna do the entire roof using the dark oak yet again. So we'll start with the nice little outline up here, and we can just bring these all the way up to the center, make this one go out, boom and boom. So it's like a nice little shed. Maybe I want to do slabs actually. Let's see what this is gonna look like first, but maybe slabs might be the play here. So if we come out into free cam, that's kind of what we got there. But what if we did just a nice little incline, sort of like that? I think we might give that a go. And if we do that, do I want to, let's see, that one is just gonna be the deep slate. I think I kind of want to use some of the dark oak wood. Let's give it a try. Let's get rid of all of this deep slate we just used to get up here, flatten this area out, and then we can outline using some slabs and see what we can do with those. Like, I just want a nice little shed look is kind of the idea here. Now that it's removed, let's just go ahead to the corner, start with the slab right there, and we're just gonna bring it up as we did on that roof, so it's gonna match kind of the house roof as well. So just keep going up by half a slab all the way to the center like that, and then same thing over here in this corner, dark slab right there, throw that on top, and we'll just sort of make these connect in using the dark oak wood. Then if we come out, I actually really do like that. I think we're gonna stick to that design. So we're also gonna have to run these dark slabs all the way down the side here. Make sure we don't end up falling off the backside. And it's getting dark out, so we're gonna go sleep here in just a second because I don't want to do this during nighttime. And then now that it's daytime, we can just go ahead, finish adding onto these. My only concern with the slabs, I feel like this might not be wide enough of a building for the slabs to look good, but I guess we'll see once it's all said and done. Once again, connect this up here. We're gonna go up one extra and then just right down the middle with the dark oak just to kind of fully separate it out here. And then we'll have the entire thing completely outlined. All we gotta do is add on the deep slate. Speaking of which, do we have enough deep slate? I don't know. Where did my stone cutter go? It's down there, I guess. We'll do half of this as deep slate tile slabs. That's gonna give me 32. So I actually think that I probably might have enough deep slate, which is awesome. So let's get back up here. Just place those and scaffold up. And we can try to go ahead and just use the random mix of blocks. The only thing is it's always hard for me to decide what goes where. I feel like making an actual random pattern is just so hard with this. There we go. We got one more row here on the top, and then that is one entire side completely done and filled in. There we go. And it looks like I am gonna have enough to do the other side as well. There we we go. That is shed roof complete. All I got to do is go ahead and get the inside done. So let's start out by cleaning up a little bit of the scaffolding here because that's going to be looking ugly. Clean that all up. And then if we go out into free cam mode, this is what we got so far, dude. I am just loving how this is all coming together and looking. It just looks amazing with everything together. Obviously, still got some work to do. I want to get a chicken coop in there. I want to get some silos over here, finish the farm, and then decorate some of the in-betweens as well. But in general, I feel pretty good about this. So what we're going to do, we're going to build this up, build that up, and then build that over. And then if we go dark oak, oh, no, that is not what we meant to do. Let's go ahead and go up here. And then dark oak plank right there, dark oak plank right there. You know what? Let's just do the full thing up here. Just like that, right? That kind of looks dumb, actually. I'm not going to lie. Maybe we just remove all this and we just do the dark oak wood up here. So if we do boom, boom, and boom, I feel like that might like done with the trim though, right? Let's go break this and let's see what that's going to look like. If we go out into free cam, you know what? I've definitely seen worse. I think we can stick to sort of that layout there. Only thing is this building too tall now? I think it'll be okay. I think we'll figure it out. Let's grab some torches here. And then like down here in the center, we'll throw a torch right there and throw a torch right there. And once again, build up here, throw in some dark oak wood all the way along up there. And then if we come back here, perfect. That does fill that in. Awesome. Next up, I do think we want to grab some spruce to kind of touch up these edges because right now they're looking pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. It definitely needs a little bit of work. So we'll need some spruce trap doors, spruce stairs, and some slabs, which we are actually just going to craft up some additional slabs right there. And then if we go ahead and we throw that there, and then what if we just do every other like we've got on the main build over here where we're holding it up using all of these blocks? Yeah, I think that looks really good in my opinion. Once again, just add that trapdoor right there, add that trapdoor right there. We'll go to the back side here as well, throw that one on, and then let's just do every other as a slab first of all, and then we can go back across and we can do these stairs in just like so. There we go. Then on the side, that looks a lot better. It kind of helps support the top. I don't know. I'm really liking this. So now if we want to do a nice little chicken coop, I'm just trying to think how I actually want to do this chicken coop. I think we could start it out maybe like right here. Let's go 1, 2, 3. We can do another one right there. And then we go 1, 2, 3. Maybe we do 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do one there and we do one right there, right? Sort of get this whole thing framed out. I don't exactly know what we're going to be doing, but let's just go up 2 on each of these corners. I don't want a super tall build, obviously. 1, 2, 1, 2. Strip all these logs so it matches everything else out here on the farmstead. Maybe we'll get myself a nice little stair and this thing will be like raised off the ground by 1 block, I guess. I don't really know. And then it's going to be boom, boom. We can just fill this whole thing in. Yeah, because then we could do hoppers to get actual eggs collected. I feel like that's a good idea. Only thing I'm trying to figure out, should we shift over? I think we could shift over like 2 blocks, right? So we get rid of this. Let's just go ahead and move this 1, 2. We could do here, right? Or is this going to be too far out of the way as well? I don't know. So 1, 2, 3, and then it would be here. We're going to have to remove this entire thing and sort of re-get it all built a little bit further. Maybe we do here instead. A little nice median middle part. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Give me a little bit more room to work with. Let's clean up all of this old stuff here. Clean up all this wood as well. And then we'll stick to the same design. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do one of these as the corner pillars, just like that, just because it adds a little bit more detail. And then we're going to go up 2 with the stripped wood in each of the corners like that. Obviously, we don't have a ton of room to work with here. We can throw that guy up right there. I feel like we want stairs maybe to go around the outside like that. We can do the same thing right over here if we just do these spruce stairs to kind of make it look like it's being held up by like feet, you know what I mean? All the way along like that. Same thing back here onto the back side as well. Awesome. And we can have a nice big open area for the chickens to actually run around is kind of the idea that I've got in my head. I actually want to start by sort of outlining what this is going to be like. So if we go over, we're overhanging with these stairs and we're going to do a nice little round roof, I'm thinking. So let's just start out with the spruce stairs, like I said, obviously overhanging 1 block on each of these, just like that, except we do need some more. So let's go grab my little crafting table. Let's do a stack of wood and we can just do, I don't know, we're going to need a lot of stairs. So let's just craft up some stairs and we got our slabs as well. Let's overhang by 1 up the front side right there. And then if we go up half a slab like that, we'll do that over on this side as well. So just jump over half a slab, go up half a slab onto each of these just like that. Another half a slab there, until we're to the center, we can peek it up in the middle just like that. Same thing here, just peek up. And then I think we just fill this whole thing in, right? So fill this whole thing in with the slabs. I don't want a super tall building. It's going to be very, very small and very, very easy to work around. We do need some more slabs though. So luckily for me, we can just craft those up nice and easily and jump back up here and finish filling in the rest of the roof, just like so. And then in free cam mode, got that nice little chicken coop. I think once I get the fence around, it'll help fill out the rest of this area as well. As far as these sidewalls go, I think we're just going to use oak wood like this. We can bring these all the way up to kind of give a little bit of a different color. Same thing over here onto this side. And then where my trap doors, I think we'll do trap doors here actually to hold that up. I think that looks really good. We can do the same thing over here on this side, and we'll probably end up doing it back here as well. Just like that. Adds a little bit more depth to this side of the build. The only thing I can think of is, do we want to throw a little window in the back? But then chickens have a chance of escaping as well. So we got to be careful of that. We could throw on some wood like that, throw on a wood up there. We could go even adding in some detail work here, maybe like this with some more of these trap doors. I think that looks pretty solid in my opinion. Maybe we throw one torch in here to kind of brighten the place up a little bit. And then we're going to make this not be very tall. So we're going to throw in the spruce floor right there. Maybe we want a little bit more oak wood to kind of fill in these extra walls, bits and pieces there. And then let's see, some spruce slabs up there, spruce slabs up there. There we go. Tiny little chicken coop. We can always add hoppers going into chests to be able to easily get the eggs as well. The only thing I can think of would be adding in a nice little fence to kind of keep the chickens all in this one central location. The only thing is, I am thinking that we are going to need to be using like some dark oak wood in order to be able to make this look good. I also want to make sure none of the chickens can escape. So we're going to add some slabs up here like that. Let's go get myself some dark oak fences because I think that's going to be the best looking to go with this since it's all built out of spruce wood. Let's see, some sticks, some dark oak logs, and some dark oak planks. We'll just do, I don't know, a stack right away, and then we'll get myself some of these fences. I don't know how many we need, but we'll just start grabbing. I think that should be good. Maybe we'll do some fence gates right away as well. Let's just go with 4 of those. I think that'll be good. And then how do I actually want to do this fence? I don't know. So I think we'll use like that as a base. And then if we build this up here, we could sort of maybe bring this guy along here, and then we could connect it in to the back like that. I don't know. I want a nice big fence, but I also gotta like fill in all this empty space here. So let's get rid of this little cliff so we don't connect there. And then we could go boom, boom, boom until we can connect into that. There we go. I think that is gonna be our nice little chicken coop, right? Got a nice big area there. I think that'll work out perfectly. I just got to get some basic decorations and stuff to be able to use inside of that. First of all, our chickens are going to need some water. So I think we'll do a nice little water thing, maybe like right here. So we just go trapdoor, trapdoor, trapdoor like that. Close all of those. And we get a water bucket right there, just like that. Awesome. Okay, now we're also going to need some fence gates. So let's do one that's going to go in right here. We'll probably want another one that's going to go right back here. We can do a double wide, just like that. There we go. Grab myself some more water, and then we're going to need some basic decorations and stuff. So that way it looks like there is actually chickens living in here, right? We can start out with just like a couple of holes here throughout, just to kind of add in a little bit of blocks that make it look like it's worn and torn. We'll just throw a little bit of cobblestone into each of these holes just to give me a little bit more texture variation. I think we also want some coarse dirt. So let's go see what do we got in here for gravel. 3 gravel is not going to do it. We literally need 1 more piece of gravel. That's crazy. Let me empty out some of this wood in my inventory because I'm definitely not going to be needing any of that anymore. Let's go see if we can find myself a little bit more gravel right up here. I know I saw a vein at one point. Yeah, right here. Look at that. There's 1 piece of gravel. Let's go ahead and let's craft up. That's 4 pieces of coarse dirt. Let's do another 4 and that'll be 8. And that should be perfect is what I'm thinking. So then we can do boom and we can do half. And there we go. We got 20 pieces of coarse dirt now, actually. That's awesome. I think we also want to go grab, what is that behind? Was that a sheep? I think that was a sheep, right? You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, wandering trader. Hello, sir. What do you have to offer me? Glowstone, pale hanging moss is probably like the best thing, but I also don't have emeralds and I don't feel like getting any emeralds. So I'm just going to leave you to do your own thing. Anyways, in the meantime, let's drop some of these. Maybe I want to make the roof with some deep slit as well. I feel like that doesn't fit chicken coop vibe though. So I don't know. Let's just grab, we can use dark oak saplings because if you don't know, you need 3 of those. So you can use those singly and it works really nice for decoration. Maybe some dandelions, some poppies, make it look like they could actually live in the place that they're going to live. We can use all of these different resources. Also, actually, can we get some stone buttons to be like rocks inside the chicken coop as well? Let's see. Do we have any stone? We do. We'll just do like 4, maybe 4 stone button, craft those up into stone buttons. And can I jump this fence? No, not quite. So we're actually gonna have to manually go in here, chop a couple of holes into the ground. We've got 20 coarse dirt, so I actually have a lot that I can throw in here. And I want it to look relatively worn. So we're actually gonna be using quite a bit in here is what I'm thinking, especially like in front of this doorway, right? Do one there, do one there. Let's go ahead and let's add in all of that coarse dirt around this cage or this pen. And we'll do some buttons as well. So we'll throw one there, we'll do one there and one there. And the final button will just go right up over there. I think that'll be good. And then for some greenery, you can use these dark oak saplings because obviously they don't grow on their own. We're not going to do many of these, just a couple around. I think 2 of those will be good. And then mostly the big thing I wanted to do was some of these short grass, because short grass will just look great in a chicken coop. We can just walk around and just throw in a whole boatload of these green grass to kind of finish out texturing the area. And then I don't know, maybe a couple of poppies as well. Give the chickens a little bit of color in here too. And I'm not even going to touch the dandelions because I don't feel like it. But there we go. Now, if we come up here, we got ourselves a nice little chicken coop sitting right there. I actually really like that. The only thing bothering me right now is it does feel like a lot of spruce wood. So I'm thinking I might either do the outside of this as dark oak or we might do the entire thing. Let's go ahead. We can start with the outside and then from there we can decide if we want to do the inside as well. So we'll take out all of this, throw on the dark oak wood just to get that darker texture on this build and make it feel, I don't know, it felt very sprucey when I built it. So then all the way along this edge here as well, just go ahead and chop that all out and then we can do boom, boom, all the way up to the top there, just like that. And then down this side as well, we just got to take this all out. We are going to take a look at how this looks like inside of free cam afterwards. But I just want to get started because right now it just felt way too sprucey. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but we can go, was it like that? Nope, not like that. Okay. How did I do this actually? Wait a minute. It's on the top block. So wait, is it actually just like that? I think we just go up. Yeah, we do. What am I doing, bro? Okay, let's get rid of this. Add in these stairs. Make sure we pick up all the extra ones. And we just got to do this front part yet. And then we can decide if we like that more or if it's actually worse than the original. There we go. That's what it looks like now with the dark oak. I do think that looks a lot better. It helps kind of break it apart and give it that little bit of trim. So I do think we are going to keep that design. Now that we got this all set and done, all we got to do is get a bunch of chickens in here. So let's hope the chickens that were on the island earlier are still around and hanging out in the area. We are going to need 1 seed though. So let me go ahead and grab that. And then chickens, where are you guys? Let's go see if we can find myself some chickens to capture and put into my chicken coop. I found my first victim. We just got to get 1 more and then we can breed them and just increase populations that way. Have you guys seen any other chickens? I do. I see one right over here. So chicken, if you would just come on, we got to go get your friend and then we can go to your brand new home and I'll give you guys seeds. So if you would both come up this way, it would be highly, highly appreciated. I promise you guys are almost there. Just come right on into here. Awesome. We'll close the gate. You guys can breed. This is going to be your new home. I've also got you a little chicken egg that gave me nothing, but we got 3 chickens in here now, which is awesome. And I feel pretty good about this. We got a fully functioning chicken coop with a nice little pen, and hopefully we'll be able to stockpile a bunch of chickens in here soon enough. They'll just be free roaming in there. The only thing is now, like, what do I do in this space? I don't know yet. We're going to be figuring that out soon, I think, though. But in the meantime, okay, my crops are fully grown. I'm trying to decide if I want to expand these right now. I think that might be what we do next. So let me go ahead and clean out my inventory. That way I have space and we can actually work towards expanding that. And then we're going to work on the grain silos that I want to get built up as well. First of all, though, all of this has got to come out of the inventory. We just got way too much garbage literally everywhere. And yeah, we're just going to start attacking this this giant farm. I'm probably just going to cut it out because I've done this already. You guys have seen it. I'll just bring you back once I got the whole thing harvested and replanted. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. And there you go. As you can see, the entire farm is fully planted. All we got to do now is wait for it to grow and then it will be looking absolutely amazing. I think it's time though that we get moved on to some silos because with that giant farm, we're going to need spots to put all of our gray, all of our wheat, all of that good stuff. So I think let's get to work on that next. In order to be able to build the grain silos, we are going to be doing them out of a mix of oak wood and spruce wood. And unfortunately, I don't have any oak wood. So we are going to have to go ahead and just start harvesting up some more of our oak farm over here. Hopefully this will be enough to get the job done. Okay, you know what? This jungle tree is driving me insane. I don't need jungle tree right now. It's in the way, so we're just going to go ahead and get rid of it right away. But yeah, hopefully farming up all of this should give me, oh my gosh, dude, that is so much oak wood, but that should be enough then, I'm hoping. We just grab all this. Oh, there's so much more chickens here as well. I should probably come grab these guys to put them inside of the thing. Let's go ahead and let's plant these trees back in. I feel like we're going to have enough oak wood now that I don't even need to replant all these, right? I think we could probably just throw the extra ones back into the chests because we are running out of time in this 100 days. All I've got to do though is decide where I actually want these to go. So I think we're going to clean up a little area here. I don't know how many we're going to do. I just want a couple silos to be in the background, and then we're going to chop this all down so it's the same Y level. So let's just go ahead and let's dig this over this way. And of course, there goes my shovel. We're going to have to craft up a new one of those before we get started with these silos. So let's go ahead, 2 sticks and 1 iron ingot gives me an iron shovel. Absolutely perfect. That's exactly what we need. And we can obviously just go ahead and finish digging this out. So we have a nice big open area where these silos are going to go. So let's start mining all of this dirt grass patch in the middle here. Anyways, I think how I'm going to do this actually is we're just going to start out like here, for example. We can do all the way around, build up the area where the silos are going to go. So they're going to be just like this. I've done these silos in previous videos, so you guys will probably know where we're going. We're going to throw a torch inside so we don't have to worry about monsters. And let's see, if we do one silo there, should it be shifted over by 1 block is the only thing. So we're going to do the one there. I'm trying to decide. We're definitely going to do one like here. Are we going to be able to fit 3 is the only thing. Let's see, if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So yeah, the next one is going to be probably, we could throw it right here maybe. So we go boom, boom. Oh no, we're going to have to go 1 deeper. So get rid of that. Oh no, we got to break this as well. Do that one, and that one. It is dark out. We are going to need some more barrels. So we'll be back in just a moment to get this built up better. I think before we move on though, I do just want to breed the chicken. So you and you give me another baby chicken, please. That would be highly, highly appreciated, sir. Also, I just realized, can they jump onto that and escape? We should honestly maybe think about putting a fence there. I just thought about that. That could be very bad if we have little escapey chickens. So we're going to fix that. So before we move on, let's see. We want the dark oak fences. Just make sure that they cannot escape. This might look really ugly. We're just going to do that. And then over here as well, just 1 and 2 fences. Make sure they can't get out. Also got another little egg. No chicken, unfortunately, though. So now with that, can we just go ahead and get these going? So we do 1 there, right? And then we're going to throw a torch in there. And then can I afford to do another silo? Like, let's just say here, for example. Are these going to be too close together? Of course, we once again are out of barrels, unfortunately. There we go. Now that we got more crafted up, can we just finish that? And then, okay, what if we get rid of this, right? And we bring this one over by 1 block as well. So like here, get rid of these guys in here, just to kind of separate these out a little bit better. I think it will be better in the long run. We can bring this over 1, 2, 1 and 2, and then make sure they're facing upright for the final 2. Throw a torch in the middle. And what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I believe this is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that is 1 block further. So the only thing I'm wondering is, should I do it like that, or should this silo be moved backwards? Now, what I'm going to do, since we got the sun up there in that part of the sky, I think we're going to do a nice little fade or shadowing to this build. So let's go ahead and let's throw the torch in there, and then just like all the way around, maybe we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring this side up, and then we can bring this side up like that. I think that's how we're going to do these, and basically do it nearly the same onto all sides of this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go, how do I actually want to do this? I don't know. Maybe something along the lines of that. And we'll do this one over here as well. So just 1 around with the spruce to kind of make it, wait, no, I'm trying to think now, because that side's got to be darker from the shadowing, right? Yeah, so I think that'll be right because the sun is coming from that way. I mean, I know during sunset it's that way, but we're not even gonna think about that right now. Let's leave, you know, this one we'll just leave both of these sides down, and we can go boom, 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 just like that maybe. And then let's see, we got 1, 2, this is 3. Now we can just start going up with the oak. So this is number 4. And we'll just keep going up all the way until we have the silo about the height that we're wanting it to be, right? I believe that's 6. Let me actually count here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes, we're gonna be going, I think, about 11 blocks tall. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1 more layer here for 11. But we are gonna need more wood, obviously. So boom, boom, boom. There we go. That is 11 blocks tall right there. And we'll go up a 12th one here in the center like that. We are gonna need, actually, I think the top we're gonna use spruce wood, right? So just use the spruce wood around like this. Boom, 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 and all the way around, and then trap doors on the center, just like that. And there we go. We got silo number 1 completed. So the idea here, since the sun is on that side, basically this side is in more shadow, hence why we're using the spruce wood on the way bottom over there. But that is silo number 1 completed and done. I just got to go ahead and figure out how to do that 2 more times. We also got to get down from here, which is not gonna be fun. I also am gonna need some more trap doors. So let's craft those. Let's see, we need 4. So it's gonna be 4 and 8. That is enough trap doors. We kind of went way overboard there. You know what? Can I just like parkour onto the roof? Oh, nope. No, you cannot. No parkouring onto the roof for me. So yeah, this side is actually gonna be going completely Yep, we can maybe even do something like that, right? And then, yeah, I think this looks pretty good already. And like I said, we just got to go up 11 blocks for each of these. So that's 2, that's 3. There we go. That is 3 silos completely built up very easily. And yeah, if we go ahead and we go into free cam mode now, here's kind of what the entire island is looking like. I've gotten so much done. I'm actually so proud of everything we built. Obviously, we got the starter house. We got the massive farm with the silos to go with it to store all of our produce. We got my sheep barn, which actually I haven't filled that out yet. I should probably think about doing that here in a minute. We got the little storage tool shed and our nice little chicken coop down there. Lots of progress has been made. Okay, can I just parkour onto that? A little bit less fall damage there. And we can get to work on some of these other things now as well. Obviously, I got way too much wood in my inventory, so let's go clear that out first. And then we can probably go breed the chickens right away too. So all the wood put into the chest here, literally every piece. And you know what? That's probably about good, right? Grab myself some seeds, and I thought he was about to escape. Okay, we're gonna come over and we can breed up all the chickens. Look at that. We just got, was that 3? What just happened? I threw 1 egg and I got 3 baby chickens out of an egg. That must be a part of Vanilla Perfected. I've never seen that. That's so cool. Which, I mean, it does make sense because like sometimes, I don't know if you guys know, but like when you're like cooking breakfast and you crack an egg into a pot, you can sometimes get like 2 yolks in the egg. It's like, I mean, I think that makes sense. Can chickens have twins? I don't know, but I just had triplets in Minecraft. You know what? We can go ahead and still breed you guys. I think that'll be a good idea. Get any of the adult ones to give me some more. We honestly are going to have a lot of chickens now as well, which is really, really good. Anyways, though, like I was saying, we do got to go ahead and get the paths going through these sheds. So this is going to be like my little tool shed. The entire floor is just going to be the path blocks we've been using. So cobblestone and andesite. We'll start out with this one. Then we can go over and work on the sheep barn and actually getting some sheep inside of the sheep barn. That way I have like a proper setup kind of going. Like I was saying though, let's start out with this. We can just dig out the floor. I think we might have to go farm up some more cobblestone though, if I'm not mistaken, and some more andesite as well. But there we go. Just run that through. We'll maybe go out the back a couple of blocks as well. And we can worry about stuff back here later. We might do another build back there. I don't know though. We'll see. Unfortunately, like I was saying, we only have 2 pieces of cobblestone. Obviously, that's not going to cut it. So we are going to have to come down here and just collect up some more cobblestone from the cave. Throw up a nice little torch there. And I don't know, we're going to go for like a stack maybe. I feel like a stack and then like a stack of andesite will probably be about good. Now that we got all of our cobblestone and andesite, now that I'm thinking about it, this might actually not be enough, but we're just going to go ahead and throw the cobblestone in the back part here. Let's add in a couple pieces of polished andesite. We're not doing a lot of polished andesite. Like I said, it's going to be the same thing as earlier, where it's just going to be a couple pieces throughout. And we can finish out here using some of the andesite to just fill in these last final couple of holes. We're going to fill literally all of them in. Luckily, we got these andesite slabs I accidentally crafted up earlier in the video, but there we go. Now, if we're out here in free cam, it actually does look like that build has flooring inside of it, which is exactly what we're going for. Now we got to go ahead and do the sheep barn right away as well, and then we can actually get some sheep in here. I'm thinking is what we're gonna do. So let's start out here. We can throw in, wait, is that right? Yeah, we'll throw in a torch right there and throw in a torch right there. And then I'm kind of thinking we'll sort of just do like one main path that's gonna go through here, and then a lot of just like maybe coarse dirt and some path blocks as well. So something along the lines of that. Let's do, like I said, majority cobblestone here going all the way throughout. We'll just throw in, I don't know, 2 pieces of polish and then a little bit of andesite as well. And then throughout here, we're going to add in some path blocks to add in a little bit more texture work, right? We do need to keep some grass though, that we, you know, they're sheep, they eat the grass. Let's go grab myself some fence gates as well. We have some fence gates, I think, inside of this chest. Maybe not. I might need to actually craft some. Let's see. Do we have any? I don't see anything that I need. Let's just grab some of the spruce wood, I guess. We can craft up some planks and we'll just craft up, let's see. We're going to need at least 6 of these, right? Let's do 6 of those. And then we might also need a couple of fences just in case. So we'll craft up like 9 of those. Let's come back out here. We can do fence gates all the way across there. That looks like, that almost looked like it was oak wood. And fence gates all the way across there. Only thing then, do we have a couple pieces of coarse dirt I can bring in here to kind of give it more of that worn out feel? coarse dirt, coarse dirt. We got 6 pieces of coarse dirt, and we're going to take like 3 of these as well. Craft up 3 buttons and a little bit of short grass right away as well. Not going to do a lot of coarse dirt. I just want a couple pieces because I do need to leave a decent amount of grass if we actually want animals to be in here. So maybe just one more right there. Call that good. Throw a button there, throw a button right there, and a button, I don't know, there maybe. And finally, we can just add in a little bit of grass around for a little bit more detail work like that. Then I think we're ready to go get myself some sheep, but I might just wait until it stops raining. Oh, actually, it's thunderstorming, so we can just go sleep away the thunderstorm. Hello, sheep. I've got you guys some nice good wheat here. If you guys want to come here, I've got a place we can party down by the beach, and you sir too. Where did all the brown sheep go? I swear there was a load of brown sheep on this island. I guess first things first, we got these 3 sheep. Let's bring these guys in there. We can get them breeding, and then we can go look if there's any more sheep on the rest of the island. Perfect. You guys can just come right on in here. And we got my first 3 sheep, and we're just gonna go ahead and breed all you guys right away and then close that door. You guys have fun in there. Give me a little bit and I will be back with some more sheep friends for you guys to hang out with. Oh yeah, look at that, dude. Jackpot. We got 3. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of sheep. Hello guys, everybody come here. I've got a beautiful new life awaiting for you. It's up there in the barn. We got some friends in there. There's some babies, all that good stuff. Now with all these guys, I'm gonna just open up these gates. They should all just follow me in if I'm not mistaken, right? Everybody come on in. We got a nice big barn for you guys, and we can just start breeding absolutely everyone right away. We got 1 random white sheep, and then you all stay there. I'll be out of here. Okay, yeah, you guys can breed too. Have fun. I think that'll be more than enough sheep to last me as long as I'm gonna need. I also just want to say that the farm is coming along great. Once this is fully grown, I think it's gonna be looking absolutely amazing in this area. One thing I'm just wondering is, should I expand and give the animals some more fence out this way so that way they have an outside area as well? I don't know. That's a lot of work. I don't really feel like doing. I think something I can do to fill in this little area is usually I do these little, like, what do you call them? Like not dirt, log stacks, I guess. I don't know. I think we can go ahead and we can do that again. So we just go ahead and place these like that, right? Maybe we'll go 1 more there, and then we can do this one as well. And then you guys have probably seen these before. It's a very simple design, very easy to build, but they just always end up looking good in my opinion. So we're going to do 1 here out of the dark oak logs because we were using a lot of dark oak logs. So it kind of gives the area a little bit of life to be like, hey, this is the wood that was used for the construction like of this building. We'll do 1 of those right there. I'm just trying to wonder, should I bring it down 1 more? I don't think so, right? And then do we want to do a spruce one, or do we want to do like, the island has jungle wood? Maybe jungle wood would make sense. Like, let's just say we do another one right here, right? So we're gonna go, I guess we probably want to start it there maybe. Kind of gonna cover the window up a little bit, but that is okay. Another one right here. This one's gonna be a lot smaller of one, but that's okay. Clean up the edges a little bit. Do 1, 2, 3 across there. I did misplace that. Maybe we shouldn't have done it with the spruce. And then yeah, we'll just bring another railway over that one, another railway over that one right there, and that kind of helps just fill out the area a little bit more. Maybe that one, I feel like that one shouldn't be there. It kind of blocks up the house a little bit. So change of plans. Let's go ahead and let's chop this one out actually, and we can just move it and do some more that go like maybe the other direction over behind that one. Let's get rid of all of these here real quick, and then if we're doing the outside row here, I'll probably start like here, for example. We could do one. We go 1, 2, wait, how long is this? This is like perfect, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we bring it down the 4 in the middle, right? We're going to be using the spruce logs, like I said, another 4 in the middle there, and just connect it all the way down like that. There's another stack of them. We can just go ahead and use the rails across these as well. And then we'll do 1 more. I guess we'll do oak logs. I just don't like the look of the jungle logs is my problem, right? So if we do this one, oh, this is going to be a pain. Maybe this one will start here. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I should make it uneven, right? So if we do it like to there, maybe. And then this one's going to be a lot shorter, which is fine. This one's only going to be that long. That's okay though. 1, 2, 3, because then they won't be even, which is actually a really good thing for the design choice of this. Only thing is we are going to need a little bit of dirt to make that fit. Maybe I should just stick to 2. I don't know. Struggles out here are real. Let's just go ahead and do a little terraforming. Bring this up a little bit. Once it turns into grass, it'll be looking a lot better. And we can just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, because it's going to offset them. That is not what I want it to happen. Okay, let's try this again. We do that. We do that. No. Wonder if there's a way to get this to actually work or if I'm just cooked. Okay, like that. And like, what if I just go, dude, it's always going to connect. That's rough. All right, let's just do like the front one, I guess, because I don't think the back one's as important, right? And then if we come out here, I want to get my body out of the way, right? We come out into this. I actually think that looks decent, right? That kind of fills in that little area there and explains how we got the wood here to build up this entire base. We also did grab some hay, so maybe we just do a nice little haystack around here. Like we can make it go up there, sort of do that little thing. I kind of want to go get myself a little bit of yellow wool as well. Like if we do that and then we do, I don't know, another little one right here, a couple random pieces throughout. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe we get rid of this one even. And then do we have any coarse dirt left? I might not have any coarse dirt left. Let's go see. We got 3 pieces, a little bit of cobblestone as well. And we're going to go on a little side quest called farming up some wool. It looks like only 2 pieces, unfortunately, which is fine. Let's turn that all into yellow wool. And there we go. 3 pieces of yellow carpet. Not bad. We can use that for little haystacks. I'll show you guys what I mean in just a moment here. So obviously I want to make it look like there's some walking happening here. So we're going to throw a couple path blocks in. We're going to throw a couple pieces of cobblestone in as well. So just like all around here, add a little bit of cobblestone pieces throughout. And then finally a couple pieces of coarse dirt as well. Obviously I can only fit 3. So then here, I guess we'll just do another like that. And then using some of these, we can do like, okay, this will be like a little stack of hay, right? And if you add this carpet, it looks like hay next to it, if that makes sense. So like, how do I want to do this? Like one there kind of looks like a stack of hay that fell on the ground. We could probably do one right there as well, just to kind of fully decorate this area out a little bit better. Then all I can think to make this a little bit better is throw a little bit of grass in to give it that nice vibrant lush feel, I guess is kind of what we're going for. Just like that. I think that kind of helps a lot more. And then over the last 100 days, I think I want to just come in here to make sure I can safely, you know, get through what we did. All right. So obviously we set up the pathway. That was very easy. We set up this massive perimeter around with the fence, which I absolutely love. I got that style from Disruptive Builds. It's amazing in my opinion. And we set up our starter house here, which I also absolutely love. Different style than what I'm used to, but I think it turned out really nice. We got this long house with a slab roof, got a nice little chimney with that custom design we put up there. And we got this nice little overhang entryway area there and a lean on this side. Obviously a nice little area for my personal wheat to feed the animals, which makes no sense that it's there. Why would it not be by the barn? I don't know. We got our decorative, what do you call these? Wood stacks. That is like how we're getting the wood to build all these structures. We got my little storage shed over here that obviously there is nothing inside of right now. Chicken coop over here with all my chickens, which I think turned out really nice. My giant farm, which just has to finish growing in. The sheep barn here, which I also love. We did go with that nice round roof that we got there. And finally, our 3 silos. We're storing all of the wheat. Anyways, though, that is going to be the end of this 100 days. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.